Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit more, you can do so by becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. In addition to that, if you're interested in joining any of our campaigns, we do have open slots available. Reach out to me and let me know if you are inquiring about any of them. You can do that through our Patreon, which is listed down in the description below. But without further ado, why don't we have Bernie give us that recap?
All right. So, previously on Bad Religion, the group had, we accomplished our goals in what's the name? Zarset Kittrell, and set out towards through the Drinmoth Ravine, and are currently heading towards the ruins of Draconia, where we have orders to apprehend another Volstrucker. And after traveling for a bit, first thing, Bernie summoned a new friend of his, a new steed by the name of Awesome Elk, or was it something like that? And we traveled through the ravine using the ship at night, and then we were attacked by a fairly large group of wyverns, who thankfully we had someone spotting them. Tulsa spotted them before they got to us, but still we were a bit taken by surprise. But we managed to defeat them all quite handily, and decided to set up camp in the bottom of the ravine instead of keeping our course for the night. And so we found a good cave and camped out, and this next day we will be hopefully reaching Draconia, and our plan is to travel quite a distance by the use of the ship still, and then go the rest on foot, so we don't give this Volstrucker too much of a heads up, hopefully.
So, as you all are wandering, descending several hours, or a couple of hours before you would reach Draconia, you notice that you are in a much more frigid landscape than you were previously. The ravine that you were traversing through is covered with the thick snow and icy, scarred terrain and mountain's edge. Everything is completely covered in ice out here. You look at trees frozen in their position, huts completely ransacked and broken through just to get into the doors, or maybe even out of them, as you're wandering through here. For those of you from Tal'Dorei, you aren't terribly familiar with why this landscape looks specifically like this, but of course, Jariel and Lily would be very familiar. Oh, wait. Miriam, you're formally taught Draconic, right? Do you know Draconic, and are you a book nerd?
I am proficient with Draconic, and I am a wizard, yes.
Then you would at least roll me a history check. Let's see if you know.
Who can Lily roll history?
No, you know.
Okay.
That's your heritage. You don't roll shit for that.
And any shot for me since I'm an archaeologist
17.
and no Draconic?
This is something that's more or less only taught within Draconic communities.
Okay. Just double checking.
No problem. So, Miriam, during the age of the Chroma Conclave, their terror striking through this area, the Frigid Doom decided that Draconia was going to be its lair. It came through here, the most powerful ice dragon, or white dragon, that has ever lived, and it froze over the entirety of this section of the ravine, froze over Draconia, forced their flying city to tumble down to the ground and crash, and completely decimated everything around here. Its breath and attacks were so incredibly powerful that even to this day, this area is completely terraformed into an icy, kept ravine. Some 100 years later. Jeriel and Lily, both of you already fully aware of this.
Right. Bernie's up on deck and looking down through the. Or did we land yet?
Yes.
You said okay. Yeah. Right. I hope everyone's doing okay. It's quite chilly here. I didn't. I think like because we are still quite far south, so I'm a bit surprised by all this. But well, I guess we're just high up or something.
Oh no, this is this is because of some evil dragon from way back when. Having said, I mean, don't get me wrong. This cold is really bad for the landscape around here, I would think, but I kind of like it. The chill, at least. It's a good, nice temperature.
Right. Well, I don't really like it, but fine. Anyway, should we? Do you all have any suggestions for? Well, the last part of the journey here. Jerry.
We're just going to continue looking out for, the same wyverns, basilisks, but just keep an eye on the sky mostly.
Right.
So,
It's
Clover,
just
were you
wyverns,
saying
right?
something? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt you either. Jeriel, since you're familiar with the area, it's just wyverns we need to worry about, right? For in the air?
I mean, there's other predatory creatures, but those are probably among the most dangerous.
Griffins were mentioned.
Right. Griffins, you have other birds of prey, and you can't be lying if there have been rumors about, dragons ever since Draconia fell, but no one's really put a lot of faith into most of those rumors.
Right. I don't really know that much about this area. So, what's the story with that dragon then?
About how Joey, sorry. How many years ago was the Chroma Conclave instant Vox Machina?
about 110, give or take. I could get you a specific number, but it's like around 110.
About like 100, 120-ish years ago. Like you heard about, the Chroma Conclave, right? The thing that the dragons that Vox
Right.
Machina slew, nearly took over Tal'Dorei, destroyed Iman, all that stuff.
Well, yes, of course. I have heard of it. History isn't my specialty.
Well, the white one decided that they wanted Draconia, so this is the result of that.
Right.
Now, Bernie,
Well,
you've heard
that's-
stories of what happened to Iman just from one of them trying to turn that into its personal palace, the entire city. Of course, that one being far more intelligent in nature. white dragons at least have the reputation for being very stupid. And as such, it probably acted like a barbarian would. And seeing the unleashed power of this creature, even all these years later, it leaves you a little bit speechless and humbled.
Well, I certainly hope there's no spawn of that dragon. I shouldn't like to encounter anyone, at least.
Well, if records serve, it was a ancient, so it probably had several.
Right. We still have that dragon slaying sword, right?
I think you
Don't
have
we?
it.
I mean,
You guys have a
I don't
dragon
actually
slaying
have it
sword?
in my inventory, but what?
it's
You
not
guys have a
s-
dragon slaying sword?
It's not a slaying sword. It's a dragon hiding, dragon negotiating sword.
What? I thought it wasn't
No.
it dragon slaying? I thought that's what you said.
Not
earlier.
slaying. It helps you deal with dragons, but not really slay them. Other than it's sharp and pointy.
Deal with.
Well, I mean, any sword can help you deal with dragons, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, so one of the more important things I need to ask, Miriam, Gerald was mentioning like those other flying things such as griffins. I know you know that spell to modify memories. If we see one, can you modify one's memories to make it think that I raised it, so then I can have it?
First off, the base of the spell only works for a small, about 10 minutes within the last 24 hours. Going farther than that, but it will, even if I casted it at the most powerful moment, it would still only be 10 minutes.
So what you're saying is we need to find the nest and we need to get the eggs.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that. If we do come across some griffins, we could potentially take some time, right? Well, I mean we should still prioritize this Volstrucker, of course, but
Really, you
if
can't
we
even
have the
take care of
opportunity to-
silkworms that are ghosts.
I think Bernie was still speaking, yes?
well, if we have the opportunity to take some griffin eggs, I mean they might sell for quite a bit, right? Or I mean we could potentially try to raise one. Or
Taking
make
away
an
from
omelet.
its parents and selling it into a cage is really the best move. Or taking away from its parents and then us taking care of a baby for 2 years is the best move.
I mean, to be fair, but if it gets to that point, the parents have probably already tried to kill us, and so we defended ourselves and killed them. So then
We didn't defend ourselves. We went in their nest, took their baby, and then killed the parents when they attacked us
Exactly
for
what you
taking
said.
their baby.
There's none of us know how to raise a griffin or tame an animal.
Well, I've heard there are like griffin riders in the Empire. Maybe they have some instruction manuals on the topic. We could maybe
Bred in captivity.
Well,
Like they're around people their whole lives, and like
you know,
they have other griffins around them that have been around people.
Question, is anybody in the party proficient at animal handling?
No.
let me double check.
Cool.
I don't think so.
No.
There's
Yup.
the reason I'm raising skeletons.
Nope.
Perfect.
I mean, Clover
It
could.
checks out.
I think Clover could do it. If anyone can raise an animal, it's probably Clover.
So that's why you're
Check.
capture skeleton.
But
Because Clover would just literally keep re-rolling the animal handling check
Till
till it
Well,
works.
In any case, I wouldn't really concern myself too much with I suppose. Well, how intelligent are they? Really, are they like? they can
Well-
understand language, right?
I mean, if they're trained, but I mean, that's all fine and good and everything, but um, I mean, we still should be moving on to Draconia
Right.
now. Stop
Right,
just
yes.
getting
I
distracted
mean,
with all this, Bernie, with all the
I mean, we're still
details.
walking. We can talk and walk.
Didn't
Yeah,
that
but
one
you're
guard
starting to
say
make
it
too
was
much
the end
sense.
of mating season?
Am I doing seeming to make us all look like snakes? Because that's still happening.
Basilisks, wasn't it?
Yeah, basilisk. Well, I don't know what a basilisk looks like, so unless somebody wants to like sneak up and with Clover and find one first.
Well, if I recall what the plan was, correct me if I'm wrong. We landed the ship because it was getting daytime. We were going to basically sort of rest here a bit, and then the first half of that night we were going to fly. Then the last half get shit. What was it?
Yeah.
Basically, we were going to get to Draconia at like late midnight kind of thing to have the advantage of nighttime.
Okay, but do you guys want me to make us look like basilisks right now, or what? Are we just walking? Or are we hanging out here?
I mean,
Well, the question is, are these basilisks, are they prevalent in the whole area, or because if so, then sure. I mean,
I'm gonna look towards the guide.
I mean, anywhere between Zarzeth and Draconia, they've been spotted.
right. Well,
Is what-
I'd say we should use this illusion of yours then. I mean, I personally don't want to turn to stone.
Okay, can somebody tell me what they look like, or am I just picking a random snake?
Oh yeah, Jeriel, you know what they look like, right? Can you draw?
Not really. Well, let me
Yeah.
try. And
Yeah, Lily hands
I
him
just
the.
like get a stick and like etch in the dirt, something akin to a first grader's drawing of their family, but a lizard with
Does
a triangular head.
are basilisks monstrosities? Because I have a book on monstrosities.
Roll me a investigation roll.
Reroll that.
Thank you. 16.
Flipping through the book, you do find basilisks inside of it.
Thank God. Is there a depiction?
It has a picture of their head.
It's better than nothing.
Okay, we got the head, and you said it has like a lizard body.
Yeah, just like that. He points at the drawing.
Right.
Okay, here go. Here goes nothing, guys. I'm gonna use the.
I would like for you, Natalie, to describe to me what you make the body, torso, tails, whatever you're doing, look like.
She was gonna do like. From the drawing, I'm guessing it has 6 legs, one tail.
Well, from the
Lizard-like.
drawing, it has a head. That's all you see.
No, I mean our guide's drawing.
Oh, I'm not looking at that map. Okay.
So yeah, I'd go off of the head from the book. I mean, there's not a description in the book, it just has a photo of the head and it's like basilisk.
Well, there is a little bit of a description about the creatures. Basilisks are adaptive predators that thrive in arid, temperate, or tropical climates. They lair in caves or other sheltered sites. Most often, basilisks are encountered underground, though. Basilisks born and raised in captivity can be domesticated and trained Such a trained basilisk knows how to avoid meeting the eye of those its master wishes to protect with its gaze, but it makes a daunting guardian beast. Because of this use, basilisk eggs are highly prized. They are ponderous for hunting creatures, but they didn't choose prey. Meeting a basilisk's supernatural gaze can be enough to affect a rapid transformation, transforming a victim into a porous stone. Basilisks with their strong jaws are able to consume the stone. The stone returns to organic form in the basilisk's gut.
I was more wondering if it had like a physical description on it, but that's fine.
It has the head as a depiction. Yeah, unfortunately, they don't add that into these books.
Okay, she's literally just gonna use the head and make a lizard body. One tail, 4 legs. She's got to base it off of Jeriel's drawing.
The purple alligator.
Hey, Miriam, get your little lizard out of the bag. We could use it for reference.
Sure. This is what a lizard looks like, Natalie.
Your lizard immediately falls asleep in your palms when you take it out here.
And all that.
So,
Okay.
by that logic, then,
You're a person, not a lizard.
no, I mean, I'm saying by that logic, then, from that description, should any of us get turned to stone, I should just need basilisk stomach acid to help turn it back.
Roll me a alchemist check.
I don't have alchemist.
And you wouldn't know.
Lily does, though. Can she roll?
Yes, you can.
Intelligence, correct?
Yeah.
No strength.
18. You're aware that some alchemists are said to know how to process the basilisk's gut and the fluids contained within. Properly handled, the gullet produces an oil that can return petrified creatures to flesh and life. Unfortunately for such a victim, any parts lost in stone form remain absent in the creature's revives. Revivification uses the oil. Using the oil is impossible if a vital part of the petrified creature, such as the head, is detached.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the lizard for reference and look at the book and then look at the drawing and with their powers combined, try to make a basilisk.
All right, you make it look like a lizard body with a basilisk head.
Okay, guys, I'm not gonna crawl, so yeah.
So are we going to look as if we are upright basilisks then?
Wait,
or how
maybe-
does this work?
Maybe we make this look really intimidating. So you make us each a part of it so that we can just like be like, different legs and stuff, like a weird centipede lizard.
No, that's too complicated, Lily.
Yeah. Let's just see what this
No,
movie
You mean like segments, but we'd be huge. So I get what you're saying. You're saying like I'm the middle segment.
I'd like to point out that I'm not the cause of this.
For reference, it's kind of like those two guys in a horse costume.
Yeah,
except
that's what
now
I was
it's
exactly
five.
thinking of.
Yeah, 5 people in a giant basilisk. Oh no!
Okay.
That was their insight. Check the basilisks.
Hey, Lily and Natalie, I would like the two of you to give me dex saves.
Oh shit!
I just got hit by one of friggin'
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Casimir's daggers. Space.
Rogue's fault, dang.
We're gonna
Fine.
re-roll that.
No, I'm fine with it. I'm not using my rerolls right now.
Okay. As the two of you are having this conversation, from over the ledge of a cliff, there's this falling shard of ice that goes shattering down and spikes into the ground and shatters where the two of you are standing. Both of you suffer 8 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
Any
Oh,
cold
crap.
damage?
No.
Okay.
Jeriel, you be aware, being too loud in this canyon, it's a bit more dangerous than just an avalanche. It's a ice-alanche.
Oh yeah. careful. The reverberations from your voice, they both carry, alerting people and can cause shelves to come loose.
Right. Good to know.
Good enough. Natalie, could you keep an eye out to see if there's any magical traces around? While we continue to see if
It's everywhere. It's like
Well-
the air.
I mean ones that aren't in the air, such as maybe the Volshrek are using something to hide their presence.
I'll keep an eye out, but I don't like it's okay. I'll try.
Thank you.
Natalie, roll me a perception check with disadvantage. You're trying to find a needle in a haystack.
Okay. Submit. Oh, that was almost pretty good. 10. Yeah, I'm not rerolling.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and use a flash of genius just to make that a 14.
Okay. You don't notice anything.
Yep.
And we'll maintain that for your journey. Wandering through this icy climate, after a couple of hours, you start entering into a much tighter looking ravine with ice shards everywhere and large pillars of what used to be maybe a water fountain but completely frozen over, shooting out through the middle of everything. You see a couple of these hovels and homes that used to belong to the Ravenites all the way out here, destroyed, frozen, nothing left at all for any of them. Did you get a long rest in since the fight with the dragons?
Weaverns, yes.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
using
Yes, you did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was still going off of that.
I'm using a cure wounds to heal myself real quick.
But you did it subtly, so Lily just watches as Clover's wounds heal themselves.
Just gonna say I'm having mage armor up as long as we're in this ravine.
Fair enough.
Over insta heals by standing there.
So, Mirian, as you cast Mage Armor, you notice that there's like a reflective aura across some of the ice that just cascades through this canyon. Natalie, you notice the magic that comes off of him when he casts that spell kind of ricocheted and was amplified by the lights for some reason, very strangely.
Well, if they weren't expecting us, they're probably expecting us now.
Why is that?
Magic goes throughout the entire canyon. You know someone else is here if you guys detect magic or eyes.
I mean, if that's the case, then if they use magic, which they probably do because Volstrucker, wouldn't we be able to have a feeling, know what to look for then?
Might be asleep. That's my only thing right now because I haven't seen anything else. What is that noise? But yeah, no, he's probably hopefully he's asleep, just because I haven't seen anything else. But I'll let you guys know if I see the canyon light up.
Right. Good to know. Well, I suppose we should remain a bit more quiet then and just be extra on guard. Lily, would you hand me the bag? I just want to pull out that sword, just in case, you know.
I mean, all right. I mean, you still have to attune to it if you wanted to use it for that purpose, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know how long we'll be walking, so, well, just get started on it.
Knock
We're all
yourself out.
lizards, by the way.
We're these weird lizards talking to each other. No, it'd be hilarious as if like everyone is a lizard, but Lily is literally just the same.
Racist.
Yeah.
So.
I think the weird thing is we're all walking upright, right?
Basilisk wandering.
Anthropomorphic.
I mean, unless you guys want to go monkey style, but I think
No.
Jeriel's just walking. Like
If it wasn't Clover, I would say that we are definitely standing upright.
No, we are standing upright.
So,
The arms are kind of droopy.
alrighty. As you're all raptor walking your way out of here, passing through this area, you see a reverberation across the reflective properties of this ice around you all that cascades from somewhere else in this canyon.
Any chance I could try and pinpoint it?
Not from just one wave, but you can start keeping an eye out for it. Roll me a survival check.
I shall. Ale.
We like that. You keep your eyes out, and you start to notice the cascade ricochets from a different section through this ravine towards you all, and you start traveling through there. But at this point, I need everybody to give me athletics checks as you are traveling. Unless, of course, you are not impeded by difficult terrain.
I can, if we're talking about the snow,
It's the ice. Everything is ice. You're walking on ice.
yeah,
I
I've
got that.
got a feature that lets me walk on surfaces, so
Oh, then you're fine.
Oh, right, yeah, athletics.
Yeah.
I,
Would Lily be able to get advantage? Because I'm assuming when we get to like some of the more slippery areas, she'd use the climbing gear. Because I assume one of the things that are part of it are the shoes.
If you want to start walking with your climbing gear on, you're welcome to do that. But
I mean, I figure like it's because it's the way it's climbing gear, but we got it here, so they knew what we were going for.
yeah,
I assume it's like those.
that would assist you in avoiding that.
Yeah.
does my mountain-born thing do anything here?
You're also naturally adapted to cold climates. Yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah.
Lily's not having a good time.
You're not putting on the boots.
Oh no, I did, and I rolled with advantage.
Ah,
I rolled a 2 and a 3.
Let's re-roll that because we're trying to be stealthy. This is my last giveaway re-roll, guys. Gotta save the other one for big moments because that's where Clover comes in.
I still roll at advantage on this, right? So it's both, or is it?
no, you still only get one roll.
Okay, so just
Yeah,
normal.
whenever you get a re-roll, you only get one additional roll.
Okay,
There we
that's
go.
better. That's better. Not perfect, but I mean, not a 2.
2. Lily, you're finding it difficult to traverse through here. It's tiresome on your muscles. Tolsha, you're in a similar situation as her. It's very exhausting stepping and sliding over many of these larger protrusions of ice. You've never been in a cold climate adventuring before. You've only ever been on water vehicles through the Arctic or just traveling across a tundra, which admittedly is difficult, but nowhere near as difficult as this task that you are currently committing to. Everyone else, though, you seem fine. Traveling through, stepping around. Tolsha, you are having difficulty maintaining concentration on these reverberations and reflections as they come through here, but you do manage to just barely keep up with it.
Okay.
As this is happening, you see all of the large echoes of magic through this canyon. You keep traveling through them all. And you all come across what appears to be a campsite, much more modern than everything else frozen over down here. Not covered in ice for first. As you see this campsite, the fire pit is completely covered in snow. The tent that resides out here seems to have its flap partially open and snow drifting in and out of it as well from within this area.
All right. I'm gonna have a quick look for any recent tracks in the immediate area.
All right. Survival check.
Yep. Let me just get there. There we go. No. 25.
25. We like that. We like that. You're keeping a close eye out for it. Anything that looks like somebody has stepped through here, and you do, in fact, come across some. You see ridged boots, tracks. They move up to that tent, and then they seem to appear outside of it some ways away and wander northwards through this environment. The ridges are consistent and W-shaped as well, which, Bernie, in your recent experiences, does point towards the craftsmanship that they utilize in the Empire.
Right. Well, there are some tracks over here, and I think it might be, well, Empire boots, as it were. So let's have a quick look around here and stay on guard. And did you say it looked like they had effectively teleported a little bit?
They appeared, so maybe.
Right.
Was it illusion magic?
No.
Like you said, no.
No, those are tracks in the snow.
Oh, I thought it was like the reverberation still. Never mind.
Well, no, Tolsha is keeping track of the direction the reverberations are coming from to try to track after them, but Bernie was looking for any tracks in the snow around this much more modern but still fairly old campsite.
Lily is going to look to Tolsha as she's looking at the tracks. Hey, Tolsha, how recent would you say these are? You said it was Tolsha looking for the tracks, or was Bernie?
Bernie.
Oh shit! Sorry, I changed that to Bernie. My bad.
Well, what's my sort of take on it?
Insight check, Bernie. 15. The best you can figure out is the individual approached the tent, didn't step inside, but went inside somehow, and then teleported out to over there. For some reason.
But for like the age of the tracks, do I have any sort of like sense of how old they are?
Oh, that would have been with your survival check. I apologize.
All right.
25. I'd say within the last day.
Right. Okay. Right. So it's most likely within the last day, it seems. Seems like they've teleported somehow, like a short distance. You can see they sort of appear right there.
Maybe they encountered something in there. Basilisk, maybe?
Or maybe they just wanted to throw anyone looking for them off.
Could be.
That could be. Maybe they just felt like flying for a little bit, if they can. I don't know. But let's not underestimate another Volstrucker. Right. Anything inside the tent?
Joey,
So- Yes, Clover.
she was gonna look around for stenography, like a weird symbol somewhere or something that doesn't look right.
Well, it's just the campsite and the fire pit right now. The tent, the fire pit,
It's not like trees or canyon walls or anything.
not close by. Not really close by. Bernie, you approach over to the tent where you see it is snapped and buttoned up most of the way, just barely open towards the top. And as you approach over towards that end, look inside. Roll me a perception check.
11.
11. There appears to be a body inside of the tent, covered in thick, warm blankets. Not any movement that you can discern, but it's also hard for you to keep your eyes open with the wind and cold to keep peering inside.
Right, I just hold up my hand for everyone to sort of pay attention here.
What's up?
Don't say anything. And I'll use my detect thoughts ability. Not casting a spell, just focusing.
Okay.
And
As you do that, you open up your mind out to this area. You hear a jumbling of words in some foreign language to you.
do I get a sense of sort of what kind of language it might be, at least? Or
What languages do you understand?
well, I only speak I speak Semnian, Infernal, and Common.
It's not rooted in any of those.
Right, okay. And no thoughts from the body lying there?
Oh, that's it. That's from there.
Right, okay. Yeah, okay. Then I look back at the others and just telepathically let them know that they're alive. I can't see them clearly. It might be, but I don't understand the language. It's not Zemnian. I don't think it's the one we're looking for. I'm not sure.
Wait, what do you see? Tell us to stop. You haven't told us what's...
Well, there's a person lying there.
Are they dead?
No, I just said they were thinking. They're covered in furs and apparently sleeping.
Well, let's maybe find out, I guess.
Or what? We're really gonna wake the sleeping guy? Let's just go.
All right, I'll turn into my backpack and try to quietly take out the manacles.
Sleight of hand check, Bernie.
Wait, what do you...
3.
Jing, 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 jing. Jingling a lot.
Bernie,
I
what?
forgot how many kinks there were between the two shackles.
Nice sign language to Lily. Don't we look like basilisks right now?
Yup. Bipedal basilisks.
I keep completely forgetting about that.
Holding monocles.
Unfortunately, you can't sign that because they have claws and digits don't match up.
So you just
You-
start.
Clearly
do we
see that Birdie's a
ourselves
basilisk.
as normal?
Nope. You're all basilisks.
Fuck.
Why? What? Like, yes, we need to be careful, but maybe this person knows about the one we're looking for.
Well, I don't want to. Let's try to apprehend them quickly. And
Wait,
if
the
they're
guy's sleeping.
What?
Yeah,
We have to be sure it's. We can't just inadvertently wake up the Bullstrucker if he's lying here.
Wait,
It's not the
do-
bull strucker. He didn't set up an alarm. This guy's an idiot. Let's just go.
Weren't you following his tracks? Just check his shoes and then wake him up.
Look at you using common sense.
Hey, I got wisdom. It's
Yeah,
great.
hell yeah.
Yeah,
Finally,
I'm supposed to
someone in
have
this
that
party
too.
role plays with that.
I'll move a bit closer. I'll keep my sword drawn and just have a look at the boots.
I would like a stealth check from you as you enter into the hut.
Guy sleeping with his boots on.
You're gonna give this guy a freaking heart
Oh.
attack.
5. As you attempt to unbuckle this tent in order to open it up, you end up ripping a corner of the tent. Instead.
Jesus.
With the loud rip that everyone hears very clearly, you hear a clearing of a throat. Land Tal'Dorei. Does anybody here speak Undercommon?
I do.
Alrighty. It speaks. Ah, the filthy blooded one returns. What do you need now? But there's no movement from the body.
Bernie, I think you woke him up.
I'll. The filthy blooded one? I'll probably mutter back in Undercommon.
Wait. You are not the same. Help me.
What is wrong?
He hasn't seen us yet, has he?
No, it hasn't moved whatsoever.
Backing up. Backing up.
Well, it's saying that in Undercommon. Help me.
And I asked, what is wrong?
I being kept here prisoner by some Zemnian dog.
Are you bound into the bag?
No, I am a head.
This is Tulsa, please tell her.
I am going to say, he's a head?
Wait, what's he ahead of?
Wait, there's more of you out there, he replies in common.
Wait, is this who I think it is, if I remember Wednesday game correctly?
The minute she says head, I'm immediately looking around to see if we're about to get jumped.
Roll me a perception check.
Like to use session inspiration on this.
Go for it.
Hey, 22.
22. We love 22. As you are looking around carefully, no, you don't seem to be getting jumped by anybody. Help me. Please.
Can you get him, Bernie?
Right. I'll put away the manacles and
You step through the tent where there's an arcane reverberation that echoes from where you step through into this area completely.
Wait, do we all see that or just?
All of you see that. Natalie,
Ah.
unfortunately, your perception check was not high enough to notice the alarm that now you can see clear as day.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the things Lily wanted to say is let Clover look at it first. Shit.
Hey, I got 22 looking at us, protecting us.
God damn it, Bernie.
hey, it wasn't me, it was Tulsa.
I left. I didn't even want to wake this guy up. Like,
Well,
I don't think this is a Volstrucker. This was it. Like,
I
It's
am not
real
a Volstrucker. I'm cursed. Come get me out of here.
I don't even want to touch the cursed guy. Can we just
Right.
go?
you know, I'll touch the cursed guy then. Might as well. And Lily will, since the alarm's already been triggered, she's just charging in there to go help this guy who's now talking common, I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
You
yeah.
go inside and you go over where you see there is a draconic head that is currently spiked onto a straw body. And the head just moves its eyes to look over at you.
What the fuck?
Yes, I know. I'm very disturbing. Please pick me up. I'm just the head.
Yeah. I mean, Lily still looks like a basilisk too.
Ah, they evolved. It's been some time. He
Yeah,
closes
sure.
his eyes.
Yeah, Lily will pick up the dragon conic head.
And
So you said draconic, like he's a dragon or dragonborn? And what
Dragonborn, and you
what's
slide the head off, and it just collapses to the ground. Yellow,
Oh, wait, what? Oh, like not gold?
not
but
gold,
yellow?
yellow. Yeah.
That's weird.
Wow. That's
Well, no, I've
really
never-
judgmental.
No, just never heard of that is what I mean. It's
Uh-huh.
like, so it's okay. Yeah, Lily will like carry the head out with her to like kind of like try in front of her so it can see where she's seeing.
There's a clan
Right.
of you. Huh.
Right. No, this is illusion. By the way, we should probably go because we all saw that, right?
Right. Where
Yes.
is the Volstrucker or the Zemnian you spoke of?
He was moving over towards the third tower, where I used to reside.
Okay, can you tell us where that is?
That way.
Is it close?
Lily will kind of point his head to wherever his eyes are going.
And his eyes like fixate in a direction.
Yeah. By the way, third tower, who are you?
That's not really quite important.
I mean,
You
it
leave
seems
the
important
talking
enough. Yeah.
He took me out of the tower, left me here, and keeps coming back to ask me questions. And he thought it would be funny to spike me on top of a damn straw body.
That's just rude.
I agree.
But it was kind of funny. I'm just saying it was. Sorry.
Well, I suppose this is kind of a straw man argument. But,
God damn it.
Well,
and,
I'm going to
sorry,
push you into the snow.
He
Why?
spits a tiny arc of lightning that just leaves like a little static across you.
Tingles. Right. Sorry.
Uh,
All right. So, but how far away is this third tower? We can't see it from here, right?
You guys have visibility of maybe like 80, 90 feet from where you are.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
so-
because it's nighttime.
Yeah.
But no, we should. Actually, if anything, what are the chances he'd be coming back to see what triggered the alarm?
Wait, there was an alarm?
Yeah, on the tent.
Shit.
Yeah.
All right, get out. I don't
Yeah,
want to
I-
fight this dog.
Well,
I
I
can't
mean, we
fight. I don't
kinda-
have my body anymore.
I mean, we're here to fight him, so that would, yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know a good hiding place around here?
Particularly something you haven't already told him.
Yeah. Lily's helping him by pointing the head around.
I haven't really had a good opportunity to look around. I was trapped inside of that tower for so very long.
That's fair. Come on, everyone, and I'll try to get us out of there, maybe to the east, so we can see the camp, but not.
Everyone, stealth check, please.
Just one question before we.
Yeah.
As we've been walking around and stuff, the prints we leave behind, are they also affected by the illusion?
No.
Okay.
You are illusions. Your footprints are boot prints.
Yep.
So the bunch of basilisks live in a bunch of human feet.
Yep. Illusions can only be so powerful unless you're a bullshit mage.
Right.
Hey, Marion, you're one of those bullshit mages. Cast that one spell that can do things.
I'll
Cast a
prestidigitation
spell.
our footprints away as we walk.
What were you
said
saying, Natalie?
Cast a spell. We're gonna see every spell that gets cast.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Here,
Oh,
you know
man.
what? I can make the camp look different, but like if he has the tech magic up, he's gonna see it's a giant illusion. I can do that, or I don't know. Animals set off alarms all the time, and he's a talking head, so I'm sure something came in to bite him.
You look around and there is a flock of crows flying over in this direction.
Oh no, it's
That's
Lord of the
looking
Rings.
for us.
Yo!
Yeah, 22. We love 22.
Jesus, y'all are
Okay.
insane right now.
Don't
This
get
isn't-
too excited.
Oh my god.
Hey, all that does
I
is
knew
hear
it.
out me.
I called it.
If I
there we
can
go.
ask the head thing, how far away is the tower from the camp?
It's not terribly far. When we walked here, it took us nearly an hour. Very leisure stroll as well.
You guys don't want to just like post up, wait for him to come back here?
That's what I was thinking, but those crows seem like bad news. We should probably leave this immediate area right now. Quietly. Let's go.
Probably also leave the head.
The head's
Yeah.
coming with us.
What?
Because then that gives them a reason to look for us.
Okay.
Don't
Are the
trust the
crows
head.
abnormal, Joey?
There are not usually crows in this territory.
Okay, that's fine then. All right.
What are they calling and saying?
They seem to just be calling wordlessly, not really expressing anything.
That's unusual for crows, isn't it?
Yeah, usually they keep saying "wanna fuck" or "shiny."
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Uh,
think they might be familiars.
What, like
They-
a flock of familiars?
I don't know. They're not acting like normal crows.
Oh,
From-
yeah.
well,
That's
let's
called a
just
murder.
assume that they are spies of some kind, or well, in any case, this Vultrekker knows that we're here, and the question is, what do we think he will do? Will he come back here for the head, or? And if he has seen us through these crows, let's see, what's more likely?
Bernie, this is
Yeah.
not the time to be thinking about this. That flock is on its way now. We need to move.
Well, yeah. Just assume they'd already seen us.
The flock comes into visual prowess of you all around this
I-
point.
Have we snuck away, or are we?
Well, you all are attempting to. Bernie, were you finally walking with everybody? You're sitting there paralyzed in deep contemplation and playing.
Yeah, no.
Your only weakness, thinking.
Big weakness for this party.
You know, I'm going after the others, but I'm hunching down a little, so it looks like I might actually be a basilisk,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
giving them a bit of a head start before I start moving after.
The party collectively, those of you that rolled very well on your stealth checks, start hunching over to actually look somewhat more like a basilisk than you already do as you're wandering away. You all get over to a further away location from this little campsite behind one of the frozen over homes and hide behind it as you notice 20 crows all land around this tiny little tent, and 3 of them fly and flutter on inside.
And we can see this and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Quick question. I want spells apparently give off that stuff, and I want to do this, but I don't want to activate the stuff. Given how
Sounds
magic
like
seems to be
you're at an
working.
impasse.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, in other words, no, it'll be seen. Okay.
If you
thank
cast a spell, it reverberates.
Hey.
Natalie's spells haven't seemed to do that yet, but then again, nobody sees her cast any spells.
Oh, these are magical, right? These crows.
They're more than 30 feet away from you.
That's fine. She has distance spell.
Roll distance spell in chat. I need to read that.
The
It's a
spell magic's
bullshit
120 feet.
No, I mean I need to see distance spell to see if that would affect your detect magic.
No, it shouldn't, but let me find it. Distance spell right here.
Cast a
Natalie-
spell that has a range of 5 feet or greater. You can spend 1 sorcery point, double the range. Wow. What is the range of detect magic? Can you roll that for me?
I believe it's like 60 feet. Let me
Well,
see.
it allows you to see everything within 30 feet of you, but does it say it has a range of 30 feet, or does it say a range of self? That's the thing. So go ahead and roll it. All right, I'll look it up.
There it goes.
Self.
Range of self, so it would not affect that. Okay, that's just something I want to make sure of before anything else. Good. You're casting Dispel Magic on which of the crows?
You're muted.
Still muted.
Oh, I'm just gonna. I want.
It
are there,
targets
like,
one
two-
creature, object, or magical effect.
How many are on top of the tent?
Since 3 of them flew inside, 17.
17. Is there one that two other ones are like looking at? I want the one
No.
that has the most attention on it.
None of them. The 3 inside seem to have the most attention on them.
I'm gonna get rid of one of the ones inside.
Okay. The one inside disappears. And all of the crows
Subtle
begin
spell.
panicking immediately and dispersing through this area to start looking around.
Why are they suddenly? Dang it! And shit. But Lily's, I guess, gonna try to hide within the snow.
Well, all of you have found the best hiding spot you can find right now. But anyways, one has a pirate hat, one flask, one this is number 1 crow. Alrighty. So, as they are dispersing and flying around, trying to look around the environment for anything that could be out here. Oh, it'll be a lot easier if I just roll. That's 19, so 17 more. 17 D20s.
God damn it.
Yeah!
Well, one of them got a nat 20.
Well, it's based off of your group's average.
Yeah, but they have more. Oh no, then again, because they. That's true.
So the group average was 21 plus 25 plus 22 plus 9 plus 2 plus 23 divided by 6, 17. So all of them, 1, 2, 3. Okay. As you all are trying to hide out over in this area, one of the basilisks holding the head in its hands carefully along the edge. A bunch of them fly around, and then you start noticing a few of them look down into this area in your direction, and the rest begin flocking and flying around immediately, as if they all have one collective brain cell. And then they start dispersing into the air and flying away.
I was gonna say, how close were they when they were flying around?
Within 30 feet.
Yeah, okay. If that's the case, because let me double check the range on this to be sure. It's not. Fuck, it's 15-foot cone. Oh, actually, no. That I can still do this, and this should still work because they are just crows, I assume, right?
They appear to be crows, yes.
Yeah, because the moment that they look like they are heading our direction, Lily's gonna curse in Draconic, and then she's gonna whip out her pistol, loading a scatter shot and shooting.
Let me describe to you what it looked like from the beginning again. They all disperse from the tent. They all start flying all around the campsite, all around it. It is a far, wide area for 20 crows to look at. A handful of them look to peer towards you all down there, and then they fly together and circle over top of you.
Oh, okay. So they're not like bunched up on that second part, is what you mean?
No, they seem to be aware of the presence of a bunch of basilisks.
Okay, I guess I don't do that then. Yeah, I was hoping I'd be able to catch them all with a 60-foot cone.
I mean, you could catch a large chunk of them.
Yeah, but not all of them, which would kind of defeat the point.
So, after they circle around over top of you all for a little bit, they disperse into the air in separate directions, flying away.
Can I roll an
That
insight?
is unusual. You want to roll an insight?
Yeah, I want to kind of insight-ish to see if like did they think we were just basilisks, or were they fooled, or were they like, oh, that's the intrude, like we need to kill this
Very
being?
far away, and they're crows.
They're crows. They look like they saw something that stood out and left.
Okay.
They're
All right,
crows.
sorry.
Well, it's how long does detect thoughts last again? Because I still have
minute.
that up. Right. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
It's probably gone when they arrive then.
Well before they arrived. Yes.
Yep. Right. Well, let's assume that he knows exactly what we are, and he might be coming to get this head, I suppose, or he might fortify in this tower.
Either
In any
way,
case, yeah, we need to go towards him, I think.
yes.
Right.
Not to be rude, so we don't keep calling you head. What is your name?
Ron.
Ron?
Ran.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Insight check. I want to see if he's lying about his name. I'm sorry.
Sure, go for it.
Are we really bringing the vague talking head that's cursed?
He seems to
tower
be
of-
elusive in his speech, as if he made it very clear already that he does not wish to reveal his name to you all for some reason.
All right, keep your secrets, but you are coming with us. If
And since nobody, why are you a talking head?
I'm cursed.
Right, from?
One of the mages that were trying to stop me in my endeavors.
Yeah, what were your guys? This doesn't scream evil person, does it? The talking head that was in a tower for years, that was probably doing something that got him stuck in the tower. I don't know. I think we should just leave
I
the
think
head.
it screams evil person to want to walk away from a cursed individual and let them suffer for all eternity.
No,
He has a point.
I think that if really you're siding with a head on this that we just met.
You
Well,
are
look,
really judgmental because I'm a head.
look, you
I'm
both.
judgmental because you're a cursed head that hasn't told us anything truthful.
The last people I talked to, they just left me there.
Yeah, probably for the same reason that I just said.
Let's all just calm down a little bit here and
Selfish, entitled brat.
Okay, I vote leave the head.
So, where are you from?
I'm from Draconia.
Draconia hasn't been around for ages, my friend.
So I've heard. I see all the filth of the ravine has left as well. Or were they murdered?
Okay.
I need general history here, Jero, because if we're talking, he's saying he's from Draconia, my brain is putting together 120 years ago, Dragonborn don't live that long.
Absolutely not, yeah.
Okay, all right, so those pieces aren't fitting. Perfect. All right, so none of this is really lining up. I'm more inclined to believe with girl here, Natalie, right?
Clover.
Sorry, we haven't been formally introduced.
Hi, I'm Clover.
But they said, okay, Clover, yeah, that's fine. Why are... Yeah, you're not really going to be honest with us. Yeah, I think we're at an impasse here. He's going to give us information to his benefit, obviously. But we need to get to the Volstrucker. Maybe he'll tell us something useful about him, but we might want to, like, keep his mouth shut until then.
Well,
mean-
we have these bags.
The tower has curses.
Yeah, there we go. We got him.
If you all swear on whatever god that this prissy boy represents, looking at you, Jerry, then that you will take me out of here and return me to the grand people of the Dragonborn nation. Then I will help you to know what curses, traps, and other misdeeds may lie before you.
As I can see magic. Like, we don't need this guy.
Let's not just disregard this anyway.
Yeah, and I mean, you say that.
I know you don't trust him, Natalie, and
I'm not swearing anything to this person.
No, I don't say we have to. You have to, but it's obvious that he is incapable of helping himself. So we have the opportunity here to do at least, even though he might be evil, as you say.
Wait, she can fly and see magic. Sorry, not to interrupt, but I'm just like, are you do you have like a bunch of secret superpowers? Is that
I'm just a little gifted.
Uh-huh.
that's a yes.
Lily
Okay.
gives like air quotes as Clover says gifted or little.
Burn, I was a little worried that, you know, you're just bringing young children along adventuring with you, but I can see she can handle herself. All right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I was worried about that. Sorry. Continue.
Right. Well, yeah. You're still quite young, Natalie, but you're doing good. Yeah. Anyway,
She's
let's-
almost an adult now. I think.
My name
Yeah.
is Clover. Why is everyone?
I'm sorry, Clover. I'll look at the head, and if you tell us about this tower and the curses and any other traps there, then I'll take you with me to Draconia.
And do you
I
swear
mean-
upon whatever god he's born of?
Don't swear on my god. Swear on your own god.
I swear I will take you to the new nation of the Dragonborn.
Really good time for that spoon there.
Sorry, I was just imagining like as the head is like thinking about it, like Lily's got a spoon that the head's doing that.
Snacking helps me think, okay? Just
hey, I get that.
No, I'm not judging you.
chunky peanut butter is delicious.
While we're making this deal, why don't you go ahead and swear on my god since you seem so adamant about it?
Can we, all of us, can we just
I would
stop
never
being-
swear upon a god.
Oh yeah, he's a Draconia wizard.
Right, so everyone just calm the fuck down. I don't know why I'm the one voice of reason here right now. Look,
You are?
look,
Clearly of noble descent.
neither of us trust each other. That's fine. We just met each other. But we have both have a common enemy, which is that Zemnian bastard, as you said, head. Or Bron, sorry.
Bran.
Bran.
Bran!
And so I'm just thinking, let's just take him with us. I don't think he's going to try to screw us over in terms of the Zemnian. And if he does try to screw us over in another way, then we make him pay for it. Because there's not much he can do right now as a head.
You're speaking just like that filthy dog.
Look,
I'm trying to be reasonable here.
I still vote we leave it here.
I will assist you all.
Thank
Off
you.
of the word of your devil sprite.
Right.
That is an interesting curse.
Yeah.
He's
so
clearly a fiend, but he's flamboyant.
can any chance I can try to determine how old is the term devil sprite?
Ooh, history check on that one.
That is something you might actually be.
I'm
able
gonna
to
use
determine.
session advantage.
Yes.
Quick question. Like, so are we still basilisks or?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
24. That would have been during the age of Arcanum.
Oh, this guy been locked up a
He's
while.
old.
Oh,
Which
hey, you might know about
may
the singularity
be
thing.
the reason he's so pissy about everything. He has been ahead since that era. Not justifying it, but explaining it, you know?
Yeah.
He's still a dick, obviously.
He's ahead of the times.
Oh, that's horrible.
Just so you know, that term is very old and did date you, by the way.
Whatever.
Right.
And-
Well, let's stop making friends and get a move on here, eh?
Yes.
We don't want this Volstrucker to get too much of time to prepare.
There are 2 entry
whatever he's-
points. I told the dog of one of them. It is down in this ravine. Between 2 forked edges of the ravine, there are many, many, many dangers out here. Eggs of dragon descent from apparently one they referred to as the Frigid Doom or something.
The one that destroyed Draconia.
I was hoping after he threatened me and tormented me and embarrassed me that he would disturb the eggs and die. Maybe it still comes true.
Maybe.
But there's another entrance. Towards the top of the ridges. South of where the great city now lays motionless and stuck to the earth like some casual city.
It is a shame that a place of such history fell.
Yes.
I mean, if it's any consolation, if I manage to survive long enough, I'm gonna try to help get us back to our rightful.
yes.
well-
Make Draconia great again.
Well, anyway, what more about this ridge did you?
Jesus.
What are the dangers there?
There's a secret entrance. Up
Okay.
on top of the ridge. The
Right.
only danger is if there was any trap set up by the individuals I helped escape through that exit.
Right. So he knows about both of these exits.
No, he only knows about the one. And would
Right.
have to traverse through the entirety of the tower. That would bring you up at the top immediately.
Oh, okay. Well,
He, moves his eyes towards you. See, little girl, listening to your elders can help you.
Right. So
Yeah.
let's stop
I'll be right back.
antagonizing each other. All of us.
She started.
Braun
Braun.
and Clover. And let's be on our way, right? So we can go kill and or capture, probably kill this guy, and head back. And you're Tosha, you said Braun here was really old, right? Like maybe he can give us further insight on the history of that we would be long and forgotten.
Oh, there's many questions I want to ask him. Many.
Get me back to the great civilization, and I will answer all your questions, girl.
Done.
Right. I call dibs on carrying him though.
Call dibs. Because, out of curiosity, how is his head cut off? Is it just like a clean sever, and you can just see
Oh no,
muscle-
it's like a toothy sawing, from an actual saw.
Okay, but
Oof.
I'm looking over to Miriam. Do you think there's a chance we could test the spine up with him?
I'm not gonna lie, I have been thinking about it since we met him.
Right. Well, for now though, I don't think you'd want to be carried at my hip or anything tied to my belt. So Lily will place the head onto the top of Misty's head and kind of tie him onto there.
Okay. So, You tie him onto the top of Misty that will now walk on his behalf, giving him a little bit of freedom, finally, after countless years of being tormented and motionless and tortured as just the head. And I think this is where we're going to go ahead and go on break, everybody. We'll be
Sounds
right
good.
back.
Ah.
Hello, and welcome back, everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump back in the action, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. All those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in joining our community, becoming a member here, you can do so by becoming a member here. It costs just $2 a month, and you can gain access to some really cool emotes. In addition to that, if you're interested in joining any of our games, we do have open slots available, and a completely open campaign slot for Friday early. So just be sure to reach out to me and let me know. Where last we left off, you all had traveled to the ruins of Draconia, back inside of the long Drimoth ravine. As you were traveling through, you found a campsite that looks a bit more modern, but not terribly so. Upon investigating it, you found that there was a head in this campsite that was apparently being interrogated by the Volstrucker up here, and they wanted to, well, betray the Volstrucker and get the fuck out of here and go back to the Draconic Society. Through a series of questions, you found out exactly how old this head appears to be, which is astonishingly old, and you managed to find out that you were being chased down by a flock of birds. Natalie, without anybody else being the wiser, decided to take it upon herself to take out one of these birds. Let me move faces around and shit. Oh, Bernie up there. You go here. Perfect. And alerting them that somebody was nearby hiding. After the flock investigated around, they eventually did find all of you hiding and dispersed to probably go warn what was going to happen. But anyways, after that point, you all began traveling with Bron, learning a little bit about this territory and making a deal with him. He told you about 2 separate locations up here that you can hopefully traverse through and get to where the Volstrucker will be without his knowledge. So, now that you have this information, the party has a choice to make. What direction are you taking?
I think we should go for the upper entrance.
Right.
Those shadow things, they might attack us.
That's the middle of the canyon.
Oh, I don't know how high up this upper entrance is.
Let's, yeah, I also agree that we should take that one. Hopefully we'll be able to catch him at least somewhat by surprise.
Indeed.
Well then, I suppose we're going to need to head up the ravine. Find one of the ridges, climb up there. Don't shake me around too much.
Right.
Well, I mean, Misty's got a pretty steady step.
What's her dex
All it-
bonus?
I don't know. I was about to add that she's probably got the same sort of suspension-y kind of stuff for her movement, but 12. Shit.
Yeah, that's pretty good for most areas.
I mean, she's proficient with dex saving throws.
All right, so how do you all want to climb up the ridge?
I'll literally just climb up it.
Don't we have the climbing gear?
How high is it?
Looking
higher.
towards the top, at this time of day, the sun hasn't quite come out yet. Taller than you can see, so definitely taller than 30 feet.
I can take a rope, probably bring one of you guys up if you want. Get you a nice little climbing path.
Yeah.
GM.
Yes, that is
With... So, this is all ice and mountain.
all of it. 100% ice-covered mountain.
how good would a giant ape carry everyone up here?
Giant apes are really good at grabbing onto objects, but not holding onto things. You would need something like a Yeti.
Damn.
What about a giant ape that is flying?
What about something that flies?
Yeah, let's not overthink this.
I'm sorry.
Gerald, you have no problem scaling this wall then?
Sure, we can climb it that way. It's not a problem.
You guys know if we use
No, well,
magic-
I'm asking if it's no problem for you to climb up there.
And not for me. I would be surprised if you guys were able to. No offense.
Right. Well, I have a potion that we can use, and I can, well, if someone carries my backpack, I can carry one of you up and down, I suppose. Well, up and then go down, get another one.
I say we just use the potion.
All right, let's do that. I'll chug the potion of climbing I purchased.
Okay. You chug a potion of climbing. Natalie chugs a potion of climbing. Jeriel can climb. Marion, Tolsha, Lily, are you chugging your potions?
I don't think I have a potion of climbing.
I don't think I have that either.
I only purchased one for myself. I
Oh.
don't think anyone else. Yeah.
Bernie has a potion of climbing.
I mean, I
So-
can
Yeah.
I can technically cast fly on myself, and that's why I
Let's-
mentioned in the giant ape question. But
Yeah, never mind. Let's just do it this way. Okay, Natalie. I mean, Clover, you're quite lithe, right? You're not that heavy. So I'll start with you,
What?
or maybe let's. What?
She
She-
flies.
Well,
Yeah, I can just walk
She
up.
flies.
the thing is, guys, let's not use all of
No,
our
it-
resources
it-
for this
not-
one obstacle when we still have a wizard to contend with later.
No, it's not magic. It's my shoes.
Oh,
watch.
okay, well then you can fly up, and I'll carry the rest of you. Okay, let's get it done.
All right.
Okay. Natalie clicks her heels, begins flying. Bernie will carry people up one by one. Bernie, as you drink that potion, the magic does not reverberate throughout the area.
Nice.
I would like an Arcana check from anybody proficient in Arcana at this point.
Oh.
28. It would appear that the components of magic that weaves it into existence is what is producing this magical effect. But it appears to be somatic and verbal components that do that, not materials.
Oh,
So Miriam's gonna be the last person to climb up.
I mean, once we get up there, we can lower a rope to help out, right?
How much do you weigh, Miriam?
Not a lot, but I can.
So it's not a problem. I'll carry you
Like-
to them.
Like almost 300 pounds.
Not a
Mm,
lot.
Not a
Let's
lot
see.
for
My items
for your
don't make a
race.
ton-
That's not a lot.
Yeah, for my race, I'm pretty stringy. I'm also
Mhm.
carrying about 50 pounds worth of crap.
right. Well, we need to.
Also, I'm just counting here.
Yeah, it's what I'll do. I'll first climb up, take my pack off, climb down, get one of you, or we could do the packs first in whatever order. It doesn't matter. We'll just
One by
All he's
one,
doing-
Bernie carries all of you up here. Yes.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Joey, like Lily wouldn't have the full patience for it, but also she wants to see if she can do it herself because she does have the climbing kit.
All
She's gonna attempt to climb it as well.
Roll me an athletics check then.
Advantage because the climbing kit.
Opportunity. Without a climbing kit, you are not scaling ice.
Oh yeah.
That's good. That's good. By the time you got everybody else up here, Bernie, Lily is about halfway up, huffing and puffing and getting to like these ledges that she can like sit on for a moment and keep climbing. And she's doing honestly a very good job for her.
All right. Good job, Lily. Do you want some assistance?
This was much easier in that book I read about the Tomb Raider.
Right.
It always is.
Well, proper Tomb Raiders should have potions of climbing. And I'll smirk, grab her sort of by the scruff of the neck, sort of, or not the clothes, and just help her move up.
Alrighty. As you've all made it to the top of the ledge, you peer down into the canyon right now as the sun is beginning to crest over the horizon, and immediately as you see the north rising in the east, it starts illuminating out and down through this entire ravine, adding this large reflective scale towards all of you. Glowing brightly, it's a pristinely unique and beautiful sight that all of you behold before you. Despite the devastation and the tragedy of what happened to Draconia, there's still something beautiful here because of that.
I don't mean to laugh. It's just, well, you said it, the north rising in the east, and I'm like, huh, how was
I meant the sun rising in the east.
I figured it's just...
And then the south will come from the west.
There's now 3 dimensions, or directions. Yeah.
If only I had a chance to see it before it fell.
Right.
Now that you have full illumination of the ravine in this local area around you, you see that these peaks of the ledge that you are walking upon ebb and flow up and down on this long pathway. The cold up here seems just as brutal as it was down there, even with the sunlight glowing in this location. You see large carvings into mountains nearby that are hollowed out and frozen over. You see individuals that are still popsicles inside of these large areas, people in combatant poses that were fighting valiantly against the frigid dune, even despite the fact that they had no actual chance or opportunity. You look around at this location and you see there's a couple of trees that have grown here with evergreen leaves and long limbs that stretch outwards, creating a canopy, and a couple of tombstones that look a bit more well kept underneath them. As you look at that and you look forward towards the crash site of Draconia, the sideways leaning building that is pierced into this mountainous landscape, not allowed to move or fly any further, this incredible magical progression that survived the Age of Arcanum but now lies flat. You all peer at it. Alrighty, you tourists. We have to keep going.
Sorry.
Right. So, where exactly is this entrance then?
It's the third tower, as it is labeled on the outside. But to all of you, you'll read it as Duke. Draconic for third.
Huh. Is that in any way related to the city of Humperduke? Or is it Humperduke?
Bernie, it's draconic.
Well, I mean, sure, but I mean, some languages are some kind of connection, right? Maybe never mind.
No, Bernie, it's spelled like this, and Lily will spell it out, but in draconic, so Bernie probably wouldn't understand what the letters are anyways.
Right, okay. Well, let's keep going and stay alert.
By the way, I think at this point we don't need the illusions anymore, Clover.
No, I think it's funny. Did you see him climbing up that wall? It actually looked real.
I not gonna lie, it was entertaining.
Plus, like, how funny would this be if this Volstrucker gets taken down by a bunch of basilisk people?
Yeah.
And I like
Well-
that the head doesn't know that we didn't evolve.
Wait, this is an illusion.
No,
You're lying to me, brat.
of course I'm lying. Do you really think basilisks evolved?
How am I supposed to know?
Her bratiness is also an illusion.
Like, wouldn't you be stoned right now?
I'm very resilient.
Right.
Yeah.
She's really nice once you get to know her.
Doubtful.
I just don't like this place. This whole place is giving me a headache.
Right.
What is wrong with it?
Wait, you don't see the air? You don't see this. I can't even see more than 30 feet without it just being hazy.
Ah. You must be one of those cursed children. Wonder what
what-
type of entity you pissed off.
What do you mean you can't see further than 30 feet without being hazy? Have you always had some vision trouble, or?
No,
Magic.
it's just magic everywhere. It's a nightmare. It was
Oh.
worse in the city. So much worse in the city.
Huh.
So
you
what?
see magic all the time then?
So
thought you
which
guys knew.
entity are you born of then, girl?
That's my father.
Oh, Daddy gets around quite often.
Right? No, seriously. Please stop antagonizing each other, and you, please stop being, and Lily will say, an asshole in Draconic.
Never. I am inquiring as to this unique individual in my mists. Either she is one that is locked into a pact, or she is a sorceress.
I'm
Well, you can-
about to cure the curse on him, and he's just gonna be non-talking head.
Right. Let's just everyone shut up and keep going. Then.
That's a threat. I just keep antagonizing until she kills you.
Perfect.
But
I'll just make sure to use the spell evil and good first, so where your soul will definitely not be where you want it to be.
And her true
Clover,
colors
remember.
come through.
You didn't have many friends when you were still, had a full body, did you?
What are you talking about? I was the life of the party. That direction.
Yeah,
Turn left here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can. Yeah, I can definitely tell.
Out of curiosity, I've never heard or seen of a yellow dragonborn before.
Yes, I am aware. It's a defect.
Ah,
My scales are less shiny than other people's. I was supposed to be golden. But
I don't.
they dulled into a yellow.
Well, there's nothing wrong with being yellow.
It's being blue. Lily, you're aware that's a draconic joke, being like, you're sad, Like,
Oh yeah.
it's not like
Yeah.
it's an insult outside of your culture, but in your
But
culture,
inside,
it's
yeah.
just like a joke. Like,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Well, I have heard that yellow dragonborns don't have souls.
Oh, for fuck's sake, are you making a ginger joke?
Are
No,
you
what? No.
are you making a joke that he doesn't have feet?
Yes,
Ah,
you got it. You're quite smart, Lily. Very good.
yes.
congratulations, you got it.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Just for my own personal curiosity, can I medicine like how draconic scale colors would? Is that just a mutation, or is that like caused by something?
Roll me a nature check. No, that would be medicine, actually.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna ask if you could medicine just how much Bernie just messes with Lily.
There it goes.
20. Now, scales are similar to skin when it comes to pigmentation and things such as that for Dragonborns. There's many different reasons of bad nutrition, a disease, or even just a random mutation that occurred. There's any number of different reasons why it could be that, and by the looks of him, he doesn't look particularly healthy, as he's just a head, but he doesn't look like he's under any ailment because of this.
Do you, perchance, know what this guy wants in the tower?
Yes. He was looking for a way to control the dragons and those that have too much ancestry to dragons.
Oh yeah, we need to go kill him.
Well, that's...
Long ago, our tower discovered an artifact that was made out of the body of the one who created many of us dragonkin. This artifact, powerful as it was, could make you commanding in voice over them, as if you were her speaking.
Oh boy.
Is the sausage gluten-free? That's very important.
That is the question commanded by her.
That was the voice of Tiamat.
Is the sausage gluten-free?
That's how you know she's evil. No.
So, an artifact made by Tiamat, then.
Made in part of her body. And do not
So,
speak of the brood mother so casually.
Well, look, I have a... Well, never mind.
Let's say something.
He also said there's a bunch of white dragon eggs at the bottom of this ravine, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's bad.
By the way, I didn't want to like mention at the time mainly because of the crows, but if we still find the eggs and they're still like, unhatched and stuff, I want one.
Lily?
Didn't we just have this talk about like, the griffins?
We did.
No.
So, what school of magic did you study?
School
Probably.
of Magic?
Please say divination, nerd.
Excuse me, I would never sully my own mind by trying to discern the future. I would rather shape it to my will.
Oh, so your abjuration? That's so much better. Oh my god.
Evocation!
Oh, you just like fire. Yeah, I can see you
would've-
being kind of.
Right. I would have thought it was enchantment, because head magic,
Wait, so
Position me towards him.
Can I throw a snowball at Bernie for that one?
Yes.
What?
Misty will turn out of Lily would have probably given Misty the command to like loosely allow the head to command which direction and where to walk and stuff.
So as he rotates towards you, he'll shoot just the tiniest spark of electricity. You, Bernie.
And it just flows into my magnetized shield.
Yep.
And then 2 snowballs hit you in your
It's
horns.
a little tingly.
Right. Well, let's stop this punishment then, and let's see if we can find this tower. Is it
Had to
that
get
one?
one more in there, couldn't you?
It is,
Does
in
anyone
fact, that one, yes.
Does anyone have painting supplies?
Over that
Anyways,
now.
John did,
Uh,
so you probably have his.
Oh, John did? Yeah. Natalie's gonna take out some of the paint, just start putting paint on the face.
well, the face is on Misty, and we're moving currently.
Oh yeah, it could be bad. She doesn't care.
Clover, stop. I'm
Stop.
trying to ask something here. It's funny, but not right now. Bran, you mentioned the brood mother and stuff. What about her counterpart, the other the shiny one?
The Platinum Dragon. Yes, of course. Powerful entity. Though a little too snooty for my preference.
Huh. I didn't imagine him or her or whatever to be snooty.
Being a do-gooder will always stop progress.
Jesus. Like Lily will sign to Miriam that there's just so many red flags.
Hey, what do you mean red flags?
This is giant
Oh,
sign language.
Which is rooted in Draconic.
Giant
Yeah,
sign
but
language?
that's just
Giant
She-
is
she
rooted
would-
in Draconic. They have the same root
she-
language.
she would try to do it when the head's not looking to see.
Sleight of
'cause
hand
this is
check.
like,
Sleight of hand.
oh, okay, because this is like a behind the behind his doing thing. Fuck.
No, sir. It is rooted in Dwarvish.
God damn it.
Oh, never mind then. Yeah, he wouldn't know it. Never mind.
So, where'd you come to learn Undercommon?
I dealt with many of the dynasty. Before it was the dynasty. Now they call it the dynasty for some reason. Self-entitled Kryn. But regardless, I dealt with many of them on political issues. It's easier to speak their language to know when they are cooing behind you.
That makes sense.
Wait, cooing is in like COOING or cooing is in like throwing a coup?
Either one, honestly.
Oh.
Hey, fair point. But yes, they well, control this whole half of the continent of Wildmount.
So I hear.
Yes. Honestly, I'm surprised that even the tensions as high as they are, there hasn't been all-out war again between them and the Empire.
I keep hearing references to the Empire. They sound self-entitled, indignant, rude.
They're run by
Self-fulfilling.
humans.
Hey, not all humans are pathetic under creatures. They're just as pathetic as the rest of you.
Wow, I was really trying to play into his racism. That turned around on me.
He's racist towards everyone equally.
They're weird.
Right.
I know. Out of curiosity, did you know of a floating city that might have fled into the plane of fire?
You're funny. Floating cities, really. Come on.
Fly.
We had so many of them.
Oh,
'cause it's
Draconia was comprised of 3.
fair. It might be Schottengrad? At least that's what the ruins are called.
Schottengrad.
Yes.
I'm familiar with Schottengrad. How are those people? Phenomenal wines. Spicy.
That actually makes sense. The ruins are located within the Empire and is a source of a major excavation site. You know, there might be a chance that if any of them survived that crash and the plane of fire for as long as they did, that the ancestors might have become the Empire.
Why are you suddenly so concerned
Descendants.
with the plane of
Descendants. Well, remember I saw that through legend lore that it went through the plane of fire?
I mean, that was so long ago. I mean, technically a couple months ago, but feels like it was longer than that.
I mean,
Are
look,
you sure it was the plane of fire and not just some burning hellscape?
I believe it was the plane of fire, as I remember seeing, or no, it might have been a hellscape,
Might
because
have
there
been
were
the
there
calamity.
individuals flying towards it in thick red skin,
Yeah, that does
Might
not
have been
narrow it down.
then a burning landscape that looked very foreign.
Burning landscape that looks foreign.
That's
Did you
not
see a
exactly-
lake made out of lava or made out of fire?
I'm trying to remember if I did.
Roll history. Because you did see one of those two.
19.
19. It was made out of lava.
Out of lava.
Yep, that's the plane of fire. Hell has a lake of hellfire,
Ah,
but the plane of fire has one made out of lava. But they shouldn't have been going there, Schattengrad, unless they were for some reason past the Great and White North.
I just
lot-
had a
yeah, there's
Sorry,
a
go
lot of weird things. I'm an archaeologist, so I try to find these things out. I mean, we've been finding some objects from Aor.
Ayor! Ah,
Yeah.
I hated them. They worshipped magic. Ugh. Why would you worship something that you utilize in shape?
Yeah. And you wouldn't happen to know of.
Don't.
I'll ask later.
Although, I mean, going off of that, you, no offense, you're really old, but that also means that, like, given what you've been saying, did you see the calamity?
No, I did not. What is the calamity?
Boy, do we have a story to tell you as we
Yeah.
walk to the door.
So,
Right.
as you're traversing over this ledge, you enter in towards segments of the ruins of Draconia that sit out here, further away from the city, positions that crashed out of there, and now reside all around you. You go past a few homes and hovels, very well constructed, smooth, white-looking stone infused into them. A slightly greenish tint around the edges of the door frames. You see numerous different flower beds that now are frozen over and destroyed through time. You approach over towards a tower that is leaning off of your ledge down into the ravine you all just escaped from. Roughly about 200 feet tall. And as you get over towards it, the peak of the tower, where it cones outwards, there is a brick up there. If you press the brick, it should open up a window along the side, and you should all be able to crawl inside.
Right. Are there any sort of defensive magic on the outside of the tower?
Only if the people who were last there left it.
Oh, okay.
Joey, quick question. Before we were like surrounded by those crystals and stuff, and when we cast magic, it was seen. Is that same thing present here?
You don't know. Would you like to cast magic and find out?
Are there crystals here?
I mean,
What?
I'm trying to basically ask if there's crystals around that'll expose us if we try to pre-buff some stuff. Because we don't see any crystals, I assume.
Well, there are crystals all around. Everything is frozen over.
Right. Well, I suppose we'll do the same thing. I'll climb up and lower down a rope or something, I suppose. Or Jeriel, if you want to climb
Well, we just have to hit the brick, right? We don't have to, like, it'll
Right,
open.
but he said the window is on the side, so I
Right,
assume
which
we
is
all
right
need
next to us. It's down in the
Oh,
ravine,
right.
leaning right
Oh.
where you are standing.
Right,
So
right.
we just
Think of Aladdin.
we hit the switch, and then we should be able to. Yeah.
Yep, it's
I'll,
one of the bricks up there.
Yeah, I'll grab it real quick.
All right,
Alright.
roll me an investigation for it, please, Jeriel.
Sure. 10.
10. It takes you about 5 minutes trying to find any brick that distinguishes from the others, and then you just start pushing against random bricks up here.
Yeah, I'm just arguing with the head the whole time. You guys didn't mark the brick? Why?
Because we know which one it is.
Yeah, well, why don't you? Oh, god damn it!
I would if I had
Let's
legs.
calm down.
Can everyone
be
stop
quiet.
yelling?
Yes. We're not alone here.
Yeah, and also this ice spike looks next to her. Nearly hit me because you were making so much noise.
Oh, I think I got it. Here we go.
All right.
You
good.
push into the brick, and all of you hear this cracking and grinding sound that is a little loud, to say the least, as you look right where the edge of the tower is leaning into the cliff side, as half of the door opens up and the other half is still buried and lodged into the mountainside. You're all going to have to crawl in there.
All right.
Bernie, with your horns, it's going to be a little...
Tilted. Yep. All right. Well, I guess I'll go first.
I mean, I could go first.
Well, everyone could go first. I'm saying I'm going first.
Why don't I go first? Because I'm quieter.
Horned man first, please.
I'm the
Jeez.
smallest.
Oh my goodness.
Bernie, just go.
How has natural
That's-
selection not taken all of your lives?
Well, I'll go.
Magic.
Because nature tends to rebuild, and sometimes it rebuilds a little bit stupid.
I've noticed. So, who's going first?
I'm going first.
Alrighty. Roll me an acrobatics check, please.
Oh, acrobatics.
Yeah. This is a
well,
nimble feat to get accomplished.
not one.
Okay.
God
Everyone,
damn it.
as Bernie is crawling in there, his horns get locked in a very awkward position on the outside and inside of the frame at the same time.
Oh my god, he's
No, I was
Oh,
gonna say
that's-
something. I thought it'd be rude, and then it just
Uh,
happened. And this
Can
is
someone-
worth it.
Can someone give me a nudge somewhere? I can't really see how it's.
I helped Bernie get his horns unstuck.
All right, roll me a survival check to figure out how to do that without breaking his horns.
10.
10, okay. You're working with him. You have to have him jerk his head in certain directions and into other locations. Bernie, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw as you're doing this.
All right.
Out of my bag, I pull out a saw.
Jesus.
20.
20. You manage to have the patience to not freak out and just rip out of there as the two of you work together. It takes a few more minutes, and then you do crawl back inside. And during that time, the door grinds shut right after you get in there, Bernie.
Oh, crap.
It's only open for a short period of time. Just push the... Do you remember which one it was?
I go up and I slap the wall. Nothing happens, and then I just slap a few more times.
You
Flurry of
remember the
blow
general
the
area?
building,
Yep.
just
Flurry
patting
of
around
blows
it.
the tower, and it fucking opens again.
Yep.
We have paint, just marked the damn brick.
So, Bernie, while you were waiting inside of there for a few moments, you've crawled through the secret exit and slid down this icy slope onto the floor where you peer around you at this ice-covered tower that has creatures and humanoids and other weird monstrosities stuck inside the walls, buried underneath feet of ice. You peer around at all of these carefully, and it's kind of a little concerning. And then you notice that there's a table nearby that's flipped onto its side because of the way the tower had landed, and parchment and paper stuck to the walls backwards and just petrified in there over time. You also notice spills on the ground of some type of alchemical concoction. And then the door opens up behind you. All right, who's crawling in next? Acrobatics. Acrobatics.
While they're going in, I'm just gonna do like a basic investigation of the area, see if I find anything.
Tulsa, you get in there, no problem. Bernie, investigation, please.
19.
Okay, we'll keep that in mind as everybody else is crawling in. Lily, acrobatics. 11. You get a little stuck because of your horns as well, but Bernie and Tulsa are both able to come in and like push your head, which is awkward for your bottom jaw, down so the rest of your body can crawl through without too much of an issue. Natalie, Jeriel, who's next? Miriam?
Slim, you better get down in there. If you get stuck, we're gonna need somebody on both ends.
All right. Acrobatics. That's a 7.
Yeah, you kind of get stuck halfway through.
All right, I'll shove him through.
All right.
And call out, Burn! Pull your boy!
What?
You look at Miriam, who's like stuck by the very slimmest bit of a gut that he has.
I'll grab him since I'm next to him.
All right, athletics check, both of you. 22, that's good on your side.
We love 22?
We love 22. Why, do you just have that macro now? Like you push 2 buttons and we love 22 is immediately posted in roll 20?
Oh, no, I just type it actually.
All right, the other side. The other side.
Me to roll as well, or was that? No.
Tulsia's pulling, Jeriel's pushing.
Yep.
Jeriel?
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
I thought. No, that was good enough. Okay. 20.
All right, no problem. The two of you push and pull, and Miriam, you feel your body stretching during this endeavor, and then as you get pulled through, there's this loud popping noise in your back, and everything goes white, and then everything feels amazing. That study bump just got ripped out.
Oh. I've had that hump since last final.
Have you gotten a little bit taller?
At least
I
that
am now 7.4.
Jeriel very easily and nimbly whoop, through.
Waiting on Clover.
Oh, Misty next. Have Misty roll
shit.
with disadvantage.
Well, Clover was
shit.
shooting ahead.
Head
You
is on
said
Misty.
acrobatics.
Yup.
Oh no.
Yup. With disadvantage because of the head. That's about right. That's about right.
Can we say that the nat 20 was Misty, but the nat 1 was because of the head?
Yeah, Misty begins crawling through, and the head is instructing, no, lower to the ground. Lower to the like it just rips the head off, and it tumbles, lying on the ground, staring at you, Natalie.
Can I try to grab the head as I see it coming off?
You reach through, grab the head, and pull it back. And he's
It's
just
painted like a
glaring
clown.
at you, Natalie, the entire time.
Natalie painted it like a clown.
I'll take like a cloth and just start wiping off the paint. Like, she means well, but she's chaotic.
Wait, why are you talking about me like that? Come on.
You or me? Looking at Cheryl.
Jerry already went. He rolled a 16.
Oh, you already went?
16.
Oh.
So your turn, Natalie.
It's good to get out of the cold. I'm gonna look around one last time and see if there's anything weird here.
Perception check. And now that you're back in the ruins of Draconia, this is just as bad as being in Zarza Kittrell.
Okay, so disadvantage. Actually, you didn't say disadvantage. 18.
Well, I meant disadvantage, but yeah, just
Damn it.
6.
Okay,
Doesn't look like
6.
there's anything around.
Fuck it. Let's just go in. She's like, does not want to be here. 11.
Not bad. It takes you a little bit of finagling, but you end up getting through.
What are you doing? Leave it as a clown. I think it'll be funny when the Volstrucker sees it.
Is this what you imagine your mother looks like?
One more
Oh,
comment with
okay.
my parents. See what happens.
What
Let's-
are you
let-
going
is
to
it-
do? Kill me?
Oh no, I'll do something much worse.
Okay, both of you, stop. Like seriously, enough. Natalie, stop instigating. You just stop talking. Stop addressing her. Stop encouraging.
Bernie, while you're listening to the antics, the struggles, and everything else your party has in order to get through that hole, you've been looking around this corridor. There appears to be two hallways. One that ventures down, staircase by the looks of it, but it's a hallway now that it's leaning sideways like this. It'll be very precarious and difficult to traverse through. The other one appears to be to a different segment of this tower on the same level as you, but it's currently blocked off with this large steel door that's buried under 2 feet of ice. As you are looking at the two of those, you go over towards the table as well that is propped up onto its side, and when you adjust it down to its level, you see that has arcane markings across it and etchings of different gems or maybe gem dust into those markings that represent the 5 chromatic colors.
That's interesting. Miriam, come take a look at this. There's some kind of sigil here, and it looks like it's.
Miriam, please adjust your height by 1 inch.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
7'3" now. All right. This sigil, does it appear to be a kind of magic circle, or is it merely religious in nature?
It is magical in nature. Arcane in its construction, but it definitely has influence towards religious origins.
Interesting. Would I have to identify it, or would an arcane check? Would I be able to determine it on my own what this might be used for?
This is beyond what you've learned as magic. You would have to roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
Or sorry, you would have to identify. I apologize.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if anyone wants to take a few minutes and warm up, that's something I think I should take a look at over here.
I look towards Baron. So, the directions you gave the Volstrucker, which way would you like it be from here?
He would have had to enter through the bottom of the tower to try to traverse up towards this location.
And would that be through that way or through the door that's frozen off?
It'd be downwards. If you start from the bottom, you have to climb which direction?
Up, but
I'm proud of you, girl.
Right. Well, what's behind the door there that's frozen?
Our experiments.
Okay.
Which are, or were, rather?
While this is happening, I'm just casting it the normal way.
Hard
What
casting?
was?
The 1 minute version.
Wow.
I'm burning the spell slot
He
because I don't
takes
have to.
a deep breath as you ask that. It would be different magical constructs and powers of origin in the attempt to control a god.
Right. Okay.
I mean, what was the hypothesis? That's definitely fascinating. I'm pretty proficient with creating some constructs myself, although nothing nearly at that level yet. And like Lily does look actually fascinated with it, like, you know, from a scientist's point of view.
There are very few truths about this realm, one of which is that every being, be it God, living, dead, everything, is subjected to the same laws as one another, including gods. Speaking a higher being's true name grants you a little bit of power and knowledge upon it. Considering we had in our access an artifact that could utilize draconic origins in creatures, we were trying to amplify that. Control a god.
Control Tiamat.
No, of course not. She was not
Guys-
the problem.
So, the Platinum Dragon then.
Why are all of you so centered around him? No, he's not relevant whatsoever.
No, I mean, is that who you were trying to control?
No.
So who was it?
Well,
Why
say
are we-
so.
Can I roll a religion of like, who the hell's that?
No opportunity on that one, Tolsha.
Would my religion, any histories,
Oh,
be named?
Go ahead and roll a history check, Jeriel. And Clover.
yeah, because
Right.
Clover has that book from Zodiac.
You're familiar with my ancestry, right,
A little bit.
Joey? Okay.
I read through it when you posted it originally, but I haven't gone back yet.
Okay. Asimar celestial ties, so I'm not sure if maybe. they
Yeah,
might-
there's some latent knowledge that they would preach to you.
All right. Yeah. 8. I wasn't
20.
listening.
20.
She has that book on Zodiac and gods of Zodiac and the people who became gods of Zodiac and how that happened.
So, the name is familiar and definitely rooted in celestial origin, which you speak, Natalie, correct?
Yeah.
And Jariel, obviously. The two of you know that the name is rooted in creation. But that's it.
I don't want to give this guy a body. In fact, after that comment, I say we just leave his head under the door.
Wait, what? No.
No. Don't do that.
Could I also get that spelling real quick, Joey?
Say so? Yeah.
I don't know who or what god that is.
Right, it's one that's rooted in creation. It's one of the higher power. No, don't.
What?
Yeah, that's all I really know about. I have a book that mentions him a few times.
I've never heard of them.
No.
Maybe
Neither have I.
Maybe it's a forgotten or foreign or
Oh,
Maybe one of the
certainly
Dead Mouse.
foreign.
Yeah, I mean, if there was any doubt that you were an Arcana mage, I mean, that sort of confirms it for sure.
Like I said, probably shouldn't be helping out the mage that wants to enslave a god.
I do not wish to do that anymore.
Yeah,
May I ask what changed your mind?
probably the curse.
1,000 years or so of reflection.
Fair. Look, Clover, people can change and have new goals in mind. I mean, look at me.
And if anything, you need to give them the chance as long as, they show they're willing to change in some aspects. Like, I doubt he's going to stop being an asshole.
Never.
She says once again in Draconic. But at least maybe he might not have sort of goals that would be bad. But it doesn't help if you're just constantly, on each other's case, antagonizing and whatnot.
Well,
So please, Clover, and as she's saying this too, Lily is giving you a platinum ring to put on your finger. Just be cooperative right now.
And what is this ring? It's kind of shiny.
It's to help with this protective thing I'm about to do because Miriam's casting a spell right now, right?
yeah, he's hard
Yeah.
casting it, and there's
It
beginning
takes
to
less
be
time.
Yeah,
Yeah. So in that case, once basically the same, more or less at the same time that spell will go off, Lily will also cast this on Natalie, Clover.
this
Warding
being
bond.
warding bond. Okay.
Yep.
So
Very useful.
Very useful.
Natalie now has warding bond upon her, and as your spells both go off, there is a reverberation through the ice and area around you that cascades out of this room, down the
Fuck.
tunnel, out of it.
I mean, that's certainly.
Mirian, this is a transmuter's circle, meant to transmute and augment magic from one origin into a separate origin.
Sounds like we're taking that table and putting it in our house.
This is it's the table, or I thought it was a rune on the wall.
It's a rune on the table.
Okay.
How big is this table?
Pretty big.
By the way, just passing thought here, because these two seem to keep getting into it. You said you had a sort of dragon-like persuasion. Why don't you just give it to her? That way they can get along.
Anyways,
Unfortunately, it does specify dragonkin.
Yeah, he's dragon.
Yeah, I'm Dragonkin.
we should hurry down now that reverberation probably alerted him.
Yeah, how big is this table?
Yeah.
The table is about 12 feet by 5 feet.
That's a long table. I don't think that'll fit in the
Made
back
out of
the
a
room.
very strong wood. Estimated weight maybe 400 or 500 pounds.
Oh. I mean, I could carry it, but we can't fit that in the table, on the bag of holding. But with identify, would I have known if it's the whole table or just like the roundness of the sigil?
It's the sigil itself imbued into the table.
Okay, so we could carve everything around it, and it would still work.
You could try. Natalie, while you're sitting there putting the ring on and you notice the magic that binds you to Lily right now, the head does look over at you. Listen, girl. During my time, there was a war between the gods and people who aspired to magic or who could innately use it, like yourself. Gods wanted us dead. So, back then, we wished it upon them as well. We did not wish for them to control us and force us to do anything that we do not wish to do. Nowadays, it looks like the two coexist just dandy, so I don't need to give a flying fuck about a god or controlling it.
Why did God put a curse on you then?
It wasn't a god, it was my people.
So your own people betrayed you. That's probably a red flag. You can't tell us why.
To perform this magic, to transmute its ability to control draconic origin or divine, you would have to make a substantial sacrifice. 10 souls of each origin. Like him, the head looks over at Jariel, and like me, I had found volunteers for many of the spots. But the problem is, you need pure draconic blood. Now, many of the weak ruling class did not see how this would have been to everyone's benefit, and they were not willing to sacrifice themselves. I started a vote, and the lower classes wanted the higher-ups to die alongside me. So they killed me and stopped the vote from continuing. However, there was something that spoke out, something I believed to be a god at that time. Asked if I wished for revenge. I told it to go fuck itself. I would never betray my people. So, it decided I would not be allowed to die under any circumstance.
I believe that story up until the end.
Insight check that.
Sure. You do not believe that I have that much loyalty to Draconia?
Not when they killed you. I think, in fact, that's the reason you're alive. You made that deal, but it wasn't what you thought it was going to be.
No. Tolsha, you can't discern any deception, but he is a not terribly difficult person to read, but in general has one mood, anger.
I believe him. Love is a powerful thing, even for one's own race or one's own people.
The falsities and the fallacies of individuals should not be how I judge my entire community. There were so many behind me. So many that understood what we were trying to do. It was the leaders who needed to fall.
I mean, if you think about it, that is essentially what people in the Empire are trying to do with their leaders at the moment. They don't want the war. They don't want to be involved in it. But the
Difference between revolution and a few bad people.
Well, I mean, we are hunting, some of the bad people from that empire, Speaking of, he probably knows we're here, thanks to those spells, so we should be on our guard.
Oh, he knew the second we opened the tower door. That was reverberating, so I just assumed we're going at a leisurely pace because...
What? As Miriam's sawing the sigils off?
As you attempt to saw into the table, your blade chips against it.
Let's leave that table for later.
We don't need it. If you really want it, we can come back.
All right.
Anyways, let us get going down.
Yep.
So, yes.
It's just Clover arguing with you and you being you, I guess, is just kind of crazy, Braun.
I've been called worse.
Yeah. Well, what's one of the worst things you've been called? I'm just curious at this point.
A traitor.
Yeah.
You did want to kill the ruling class because of pure draconic blood.
We needed them for the ritual. They were too weak to sacrifice themselves to save everyone else.
There are other ways to do things.
The reason to be a ruler is to be a leader, to do what is necessary to save everybody else, no matter the cost. They were weak.
I said there's always an alternative.
I'm not attacking, I'm just showing you what the sword does.
Okay. And fuck this head. Just You can be as delusional as you wish to be, girl, but I lived longer in that civilization than you've lived your life so far. If there's another way, sure, do it. Our solution had the least amount of deaths on our side and the most on theirs. That is victory.
Your
They
goal
were
is to
weak.
kill as many people as possible. Nobody's winning.
The gods.
Guys, I've had enough of this now. Let's either I gag both of you, or one of you, or none of you. So let's just keep going and let's try to be a little bit quiet and look for this person.
I thought we were just going to wait for them to come up and get him. That's why we're just standing around here talking.
Well, we don't know if the thing that he's looking for is closer than we are, so we should probably at least get that first, so then he is forced to come get us. And also, Clover, please, I have already said this so many times, stop.
He talked to me. The head start. Okay.
Then ignore him. You already know he's not going to say anything you'll like.
Alrighty. Out of curiosity, who has the highest passive in the party?
Not me, thank God.
I got a 19.
That'd be Lily.
Lily has a 19?
Yep.
Okay. Marion, as you're sitting there sawing against the table, you feel something on your arm and you look over at a tiny insect that is crawling over it. At that same time, Jariel, as you're arguing with everybody, you feel a little prickling at the back of your neck and you have that same eerie sensation as that is happening. Bernie, you feel something slips underneath the kinks in your armor near where your breast pocket would be, and Tolsha, you feel something wrapping itself around your waist. I need all of you to give me dexterity saving throws at disadvantage.
Even Lily with a... Okay, I guess Lily didn't notice whatever it
19's
was.
not high enough.
Fuck
Not
me.
a magical effect, correct?
This is a magical effect, yes.
Oh, then mine's just flat.
I'll use a recap inspiration.
Yeah, Lily is so distracted by trying to like stop you two from arguing that whatever happens, happens.
24 with Bernie's aura.
Oh yeah, Bernie's aura.
The person near Bernie is Mirian right now, because everyone else was arguing towards the entrance, and Bernie was investigating the door and around the room where Mirian was.
Okay.
So Mirian gets his aura for a total of +5, is that, Bernie? +4.
I got a
Yeah,
crit.
+5.
Oh yeah, 22. Alrighty. That means Jariel failed, Lily failed. It's +4, Bernie?
+5.
+5, which is 19.
Yep.
You and Tolsha both just barely succeed. As you all feel this, and Miriam, you look down at it crawling across your arm. It's this long 1,000-leg centipede that is going across. Then you see it has an arcane marking on its back as it explodes right on top of your arm. You immediately reach down towards where it is and throw it off of your body as quickly as possible. As the explosion goes off, it is still concussive enough to blast you backwards, and everyone else as well ends up getting blasted backwards.
Fucking bugs.
That is 11 points of force damage to those of you that failed, and everybody else takes half.
Clover technically takes half of half as well, but I take a quarter. Yeah.
Wording Bond's a weird spell.
Yeah.
So half would be 5, right?
6, round up.
Okay.
As the explosions go off on each of your arms, you look around, the bugs are now gone, but apparently these are unique creatures. Natalie, for the briefest of moments, you did see their magical traces and origin as they were sneaking up on all of you.
Well, he definitely knows we're here, so let's
go.
Yeah.
So let's stop arguing and let's do this then. Ow.
I'm gonna
We
start
could just
going
ask
down
him to come out.
the path that leads downwards.
Alrighty. Bernie, as you go over there, you do have to extend your body to crawl along the side of the staircase. That is a winding staircase going down. It's a very awkward situation to have to go through as it's leaning sideways.
Right. Well, is the because the potion lasts for 1 hour. So how much is left of that?
I'd say you're on the tail end of it. You can have it for this portion, but not on getting back up.
Right. Okay. Yep.
I'll quickly just...
He's healing. He just regenerates.
All right. Wait, everyone, shh. Be quiet while you're moving. Be careful. Do not look any of the beasts within the ice in the eyes. Do not do it. Understood?
Understood.
Noted.
I'm not. I'm just wondering what's going to happen if we do.
Don't do it. You have to hurry, right? Would you like me
Yes.
to explain the entire line and stories behind each of the creatures, creations, and securities we have, or do you want to kill this fucker?
Kill the fucker.
Kind of both, but
Well,
let's
capture,
focus on the
but yeah.
priority, killing the fucker. Yeah.
Very
Capture,
well.
but...
When you get to the doors, Lily has to open them. None of you are allowed to.
Understood.
Everybody just hold on to the belt loop of the person in front of you.
You can hold on to my tail.
Put Lily in front of the party. Let's go quietly. Come on.
As you're all wandering down, I need an athletics or acrobatics check from everybody who does not have a natural climb speed or magical climb speed right now.
What if we have the climbing stuff on the...
Then you
know.
can take the 15 to 20 minutes it would take to travel.
Ah, fuck. All right.
I'll assist one person who I'm attached to. Is that okay, Joey?
Yeah, sure. Are you going to be towards the front then?
Probably near the back, just making sure nobody's
Alright.
falling behind.
Then
So-
whoever's going to be in the back is who you can assist.
Can
Lily's in
Bernie
the
help
front.
Lily? Okay, no, I guess not. Acrobatics is technically better, so I guess I'll use that.
I'll assist Lily.
Alrighty, not bad. 11's bad. 14, not bad. Clover, 14, not bad. Miriam, 6, bad. So, curiosity, on this map, everybody, please put yourself in marching order. Top is whoever's first, bottom is whoever's last. Just so I know who's being affected by what.
I do not have token access.
I don't know what, I think it's your Roll20 account, because I always give it to you.
Yeah. Trying to drag it. Nothing.
There you go.
Cool.
Oh, God damn it. Misty's either right next to Lily or near, at least near her. But I'm just trying to deal with that whole token thing to make it so it's the new token instead of the old one.
You can't change that. I have to change that. What's wrong with your
Oh,
token?
Oh no, they added that whole thing in the when they updated Roll20. But no, it's always been the old. It's always been the old token. I'm trying to make it the actual picture one.
We'll
Yeah,
do that
you
after.
have to change that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Miriam or Tolsha, you can get advantage on your roll if you want.
Why are you dragging the bear onto the map?
I guess I'll take the advantage if Miriam doesn't want it then.
I think you're gonna be better off than me.
All right, let me roll again.
17. So that means the only failure is Miriam, who's second to last. Right? Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then everybody else is. Yep. Good. So, as you're climbing downwards, Lily and Bernie towards the front, Bernie holding onto Lily by her tail, and Tolsha being held onto by the loop of your pants, thanks to Jeriel. Miriam, you end up losing your grip on the side of the wall and get twisting and slamming down this path where everybody else is traversing. Jariel, I need you to give me a dex save to avoid getting hit by Miriam.
Sure. 19.
19. You manage to dodge out of the way before he trips you and sends you cascading downwards towards everybody else. As you slip and slide down a little bit, Miriam, you do end up catching yourself and holding on to hoist yourself back onto the proper side as everybody is traveling down. Now, as you get to the bottom of the stairs, Lily, there's a door directly in front of you. This door has draconic writing on it that expresses the love that they all have towards each other, the strength in community that they all share as well, and how important it is to remember your heritage and to express your bloodline. And you see a handle in front of you. You hear whispers from all the way in the back as Misty walks up to you. Prick your finger and touch the handle.
Lily is going to do this. However, I am also at the same time, Joey, insight checking because that's all, like, there's just been a bunch of red flags.
Sure.
And I'm trying to make sure this guy's not trying to kill Lily or something.
Yes, yes.
Does this head look like it would have blood?
Oh, he's trustworthy. It's fine.
It looks a little too pale to have blood. 10. I mean, kind of hard to... Actually... 10's not even necessarily that hard to read. You can't discern any deceit from him, but he is a little difficult since he has one mood, anger.
Yeah, that's fair. Lily sighs after, like, reading what was written, seeing what she has to do to go in, and not exactly trusting the head, but at least trusting it in this instance that this is the way to open the door.
Now, with your passive of 19, Lily, you prick your finger and you go to touch the handle, but you stop just short as you hear a scraping sound coming from the other side of the door that sounds similar to what those crawling centipedes sounded like on the other side of the door.
I hear another one of those centipedes on the other side. And Joey, when I heard it, is there a specific spot I heard it at, or just somewhere?
It was on the other side of the door. That's about as best as you can discern with your passive.
Fair enough. Lily's going to encourage the party to back away for a moment, just to give her space, so if it is right there, they're not caught in the explosion.
I'm gonna prep the wand of magic missiles just in case we get a swarm.
I'll stay 10 feet behind Lily.
Alrighty. So Lily's
then-
in the front.
Yeah, because Lily's the only one who can open it.
You press your finger against the handle, which immediately warms to your touch, and you feel the door respond to your blood and begin opening slowly in front of you. As it begins opening for you, you watch as about 5 more of those centipedes fall down from the top of the sill and immediately explode right where you are standing, Lily. Lily is the only one within the blast radius right now. Or wait, Bernie, you're 10 feet
I
behind
said
her?
I said I was targeting with the missiles in case we get anything. Could I blast them before they hit her?
Sure. How many missiles were you dropping, or were you preparing before you knew that there was 5?
Well, I said I prepped the wand.
But you have to
I didn't
discern how many you're using when you use it.
Okay, so since I didn't know how many there were, I'm just going to use like one above normal, so a level 2 version.
That's fair. And a normal is 3 bolts, so 4 bolts. So all but one gets immediately pelted with the missiles. And as you see that, and they are slammed with the projectile, Lily, you see that they do not actually explode. They just disappear from existence as summoned creatures of some variety. But the last one that is still there, I need you to give me a dex save from.
Yep. And I'm in Bernie's aura, I believe.
So you get that +4.
5.
5. I keep fucking it up. I forgot. You have God stats.
19.
19. You managed to dodge out of the way of the one explosion. That is going to be 1d4 damage.
Oh, technically Misty was there too, so.
Yep, she has to give a roll.
15?
That is 3 points of damage, and Misty also failed.
Okay.
So she takes the full 3. You take 2. As the
Okey
explosion
dokes.
goes off and you're pushed backwards a little bit, putting your arms up to protect yourself as best as possible. Misty adjusts her head downwards in order to put the head on her back forward, which takes the brunt of it and goes, "You stupid little creature." Ah! He clearly still feels pain. He just can't die.
Oh, I thought Tulsha took the hit. Okay, that's fine.
I mean, I was last holding the head, but it is what
But
it
yeah,
is.
no, if you wanted to reattach it to Misty, that's fine.
Oh, okay, it's fine. You're holding it. He doesn't take it. Misty just takes the damage. It's fine. All right, so as you look through the doorway, you appear to be in a standing, large ritual room. Though there's no active circles or anything that you can discern, you can look around the walls of the 3 to 4 feet thick ice, and there appears to be these incredibly large saber-toothed tigers inside of them. Remember my warning.
Miss Lily
I'm looking
immediately
at him.
looks down. All right, remember, don't make eye contact, all right? And then Lily, she'll start going forward, followed by Misty. And as she's going forward too, she is trying to prepare for this whole thing with the Volstrugger. So she, as she's looking down, she's gonna slip on some glasses or some goggles and stuff.
Okay. Notably, your item did not cause a ripple of magic within the item in the area, Miriam.
Okay.
As you put on your goggles and everybody keeps walking forward, you hear a voice emanate from the wall nearby you. You all here. You are the ones tracking me, aren't you?
Not tempted to look up.
Tell me, what is it you've all been looking for? Why are you after me?
We're not after you, actually. Just deliver a message Auxilla sent us.
Clover.
That's what she's gonna say.
I would like to look for their hands.
Roll me a perception check at disadvantage since you're trying to avert your gaze. It's
And
hard
I'm
to look
assuming
around when you can't look around.
Yeah, I'm assuming the voice is like reverberating around the room.
Yes. Three
Can
of you
I-
can't pick up where it is.
How large did we see this room was?
Very.
Like more than 30 feet in diameter?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a feeling I just looked at something.
No, you see like the paws of the cat and don't look any further, and then you see claws and talons of something and don't look any further, and just like every time you begin seeing something, you try not to see anything else.
So I'm just curious. Are you just a disembodied voice trying to scare us and intimidate us, or are you actually going to respond to anything we say? Lily says, continuing forward, but not making eye contact with anything.
Do we still look like basilisks?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thought that wore off.
No, it's 8 hours, man.
Oh my god.
You do not get a response from the
That's what I
voice.
thought.
As you all keep walking forward. So, you all are the ones following after me. Tell me, what is it that you want?
Magic mouth.
Just told you, Auxilla.
This was the guy that we know this is supposed to be the guy with the gloves, and we know he dealt with the trolls, right? Because I remember Golden Grid guy said this only characteristic he could tell us was he was very particular with like gloves.
He was very particular about his gloves and always kept them pristine.
Right, and we know about the trolls and the serum that this guy loves laying down magic mouths to distract people.
Actually, it was giants, but yes. Was it trolls?
It was giant.
Trolls and their
giants.
mom was a giant.
They were dire giants.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus.
Supposed to be bigger.
So, giants?
Oh,
That
Joey,
Ignore the
Clover,
responses.
when she was outside, I don't know if you saw it, but she was putting on her bloodline robes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, get that lead poisoning.
So you
Okay.
don't look like a basilisk then.
Yeah, that she's the only one that looks human.
Wow.
Surrounded by basilisks.
That's
Yeah.
That's a power move right there.
The basilisk tamer.
The basilisk. Yeah, I was sent by Auxilia. You're really moving into my ground, like my job. I was supposed to be not taming, breeding these things. Talking about basilisks. And then I happened to find this head.
Clover, you know that that's just a magic mouth, right?
I know, but I really want this guy to come out.
Yeah, he's not here, probably.
I don't know if I was gonna just make a fake wall or something. And then make it look like there's probably paws or something there. So when you look up at it, it's like, oh no, I don't know. That's me. But then again, never mind.
I don't know. Braun, did you tell him about not making eye contact?
Why would I do that? I want him
Exactly.
to fail.
Probably
Thank
did
you.
fail and then learn from it. He's been here a lot longer than us.
When do we get to where we need to go in this large hall?
So, as soon as somebody rolls a perception check to find the next area to head to.
Oh shit! Yeah,
All
I'll
of
do
you
that.
are averting your gaze, and the only person who tried rolled a 1. Disadvantage because you're averting your
Oh
gaze.
right. So I thought it was yeah. Persuasion.
21. Wrong P word.
I hit it again. Dang it.
Wrong P word. Looking around, Lily, you notice a pattern with all of the creatures in the walls. Every about 20 feet or so, there's another one. So you start moving your gaze up and around in W formation, trying to find what you were looking for, and you see that there are two corridors, one of which is wide open. It has another spiral like that staircase you were just traversing. The other one seems to be a wide open ritual-style room. From that ritual-style room, you discern that there appears to be another couple of beetles crawling out of it, heading over towards the staircase.
Lily notes that. I'm just trying to figure. I don't know if it's an insight check or whatnot to figure out. Does that mean that they came from the ritual and went to the staircase, or it's,
You would have to investigate to find out. That's not something you can find out just by staring at them.
yeah? And the staircase, is it going up or down? Or both?
Down. You just came from up. You came from the top. Everything else is down.
Okay. In that case, shit. Lily will, I guess, turn towards the ritual chamber and tell Mirren, we got two beetles there.
You said they're going from there and down the stairs now?
They're heading over towards the staircase, yeah.
Fuck it. I'll use my book slot magic missile, blow them up.
Pull out another one. Pew pew! They both get splurted and then disappear.
All right, they're gone.
Yeah, and then Lily wants to investigate that ritual chamber.
All right. You head over to the appropriate chamber, and as you are wandering inside, you notice that the ice has not stuck to any of the walls within this region. It's wide open, and there appears to be this long ritual on the ground. Very intricate system that may be meant for teleportation, as best as you can tell.
Would I be able to see if there's a sigil associated with it?
You pop your head. Do you have that spell?
I have teleportation circle.
Then yeah. You look at that and you go, that's a teleportation circle.
Is this like recent?
No, that's ancient.
This is a permanent one.
Where did this head, Baron?
What?
Where did this teleportation circle lead to?
Here. It's a teleportation circle.
Ah.
When you
So it's not
cast
connected.
it brings you to here.
I was wondering if it was sending you to another side or here. Okay.
Well, it could, if you used it to go there.
Would anyone be all right with me taking 1 minute to copying this down?
10 minutes, isn't it?
It's a minute.
Let's see if we find this guy first, and then we'll take our time later.
Yeah, he knows we're here. We should deal with him first before he starts coming after us.
Yes.
I think he already is.
Well, yes. But I mean, that leaves only one last place to go. And that's then Lily will head towards the staircase.
All right, Lily, you see another 4 of these centipedes are crawling up the staircase and inching close to the walls towards you all.
God, he loves these fucking centipedes. And I'm gonna try this. I've experienced this. Lily's experienced this twice. How big are the explosions? Like the radius?
About when it was just the one on each of you, it seemed to barely link the explosion to one another, which caused it to be amplified and more powerful. But when all of them were in one concentrated area, it was like a 15-foot radius.
Okay. In that case, I guess this is a good way to test it. Lily's going to just breathe her breath weapon on the Was it 3 or 4? You said.
You have noticed that every time they are killed before they explode, they don't explode.
Yeah, and I want to try to breathe on them before they explode.
All right, what breath are you using?
It's just her normal dragonborn damaging breath weapon.
Okay. As you roll the damage, you need to roll
Wow.
higher than a 2. All right, congratulations. They're all dead.
Nice.
They're centipedes. They don't have that many hit points.
All right, let's go, everyone.
This individual
Alright.
is quite annoying.
Indeed. Do any of you have any ability to see if he is invisible or something?
That's what I've got these goggles on for, Bernie.
Oh, okay.
Although if he's listening now, he knows. So that's,
Right, well.
Anyways,
I was gonna say in Zemnian, are you listening?
There's a reverberation that you can discern as magic. Natalie, you discern it as conjuration. That pulsates up here.
Motherfuckers just conjuring more bugs.
It's just making more animals. Yeah.
Joey, we have experienced this multiple times when we cast spells. Can Lily, with what we've seen before, basically triangulate where that reverberation originated from?
Roll me a survival check.
Fuck, I was hoping it'd be Arcana or Investigation.
Can I make a check as well, since I was keeping an eye out for this in the first place?
Sure can.
I mean, I was gonna say I'll just assist her then. I'll flash that for a 19.
Tolsha, no such luck. Lily, it came from downstairs, and based off of the intensity of it, you are within a few 100 feet of the individual.
How big was the tower? Because
Pretty big.
It's a
okay,
massively large tower.
because I was gonna say, like, if 100 feet might be the whole tower. If it's a big one, Lily will relay that he's within 100 feet below us. Let's get him, and Lily will start heading that way. Bron, are there any more things we need to avoid eye contact with downstairs?
Yes, those sentries will be all over this area. They awaken if you look at them. Don't do it.
Well, shit.
Also, you have to open the doors. This
Of course
place
I
is
do.
built with draconic origin. You will also have to... Are you... baptized by any chance? Lily, your parents were not particularly religious.
Was mine?
Yes, she's a priest.
I mean,
Would she have baptized a rescued orphan? Is the question.
She would have given her the opportunity. Lily, would you have wanted to be baptized?
I think I think Lily would have done it if Mom wanted to, but otherwise she would have just stuck to her own devices, like hung out with Uncle Smitty.
Okay, so I'll say roll me a d3. Don't roll a 1.
Well, now I have to. Dang.
2. Yeah,
Hey.
you were baptized.
Yes.
So,
In the light of the Moonweaver.
you were... Wait, to the Moonweaver? No, that doesn't count. You weren't baptized like us.
Times you've been out of modern day stuff for a while.
Right, but the securities we put were for those that were baptized like us.
Right.
Dragonborn, got you covered.
Really?
Question.
She'll open the door. You have to speak your, well, draconic name.
All right.
Easy enough.
Question, Joey.
Yes?
As a blood mage, is it possible for me to use healing magic to get him to produce blood?
You can
Or is a blood cleric?
certainly try, but you have to keep in mind. Well, all right, so you would need some high-level clericing to do that, not like a cure wounds. You know, something pretty potent because this individual has no organs other than brain left.
Greater restoration.
Yeah, I'd allow that. Yeah, like, and immediately the blood just pours out. Like, it's just.
Okay, good. I could do a greater restoration if we need your blood at any point.
Oh, no. If he's baptized like us, then he's fine.
All right.
I don't like the sensation of the blood spilling out of my head. It's nauseating.
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah. and-
He glares at you in severed head.
Lily, yeah, that's fair. And yeah, Lily goes on. She's avoiding the eye contact, but she is keeping an eye out for more centipedes and, other things.
I would like another athletics
Perception.
check as you guys are
Fuck.
heading down there. Or acrobatics. Jariel will have to be in the front this time, so if everybody's cool with just moving one back so that he's with Lily. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then.
So I can technically assist Lily, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay. There you go.
Everyone roll.
Oh, yep.
Not mean to click that twice.
Miriam, good.
Not advantage.
Kosha, good. Over, bad. Lily, good. Well, you're supposed to have advantage. He's helping you.
Oh, I thought
What?
it was canceling out, but okay.
Lily, now good. Baron, good. All of you, good. You're getting better at scaling icy terrains and climates, being very adaptive as all of you are in your adventuring careers, becoming much more athletic as you do. As you get down through this area, you do see the last 30 or so stairs are completely destroyed, making it so you have to, well, just slide down to where the door is. Everyone else up top is Jariel and Lily slide down there. Lily, the wound on your hand is still open enough that you just press against it and the bleed keeps coming out. At this point, you take 1 point of necrotic damage, Lily.
That's fine.
You put your finger against it, and the head nods at you, Jariel.
Okay. I say my name in Draconic. Given the full title, I'll whisper Lily, because I think she's the only one that knows Draconic.
Yep, and I already know, so the head knows now.
Okay.
I know Draconic.
Well,
speaks
it's
Draconic.
also, there's a 20-foot gap to the door when everyone else is waiting before sliding and crashing into you.
Okay. Cool.
So,
Wait, somebody else said they knew Draconic?
I do.
Me
Marion
too.
and Tosha.
Oh, okay. Everybody knows except Clover and Bernie then. So he speaks his name, Jariel, firstborn, 113th progeny of the Divine Flight. Full name.
Huh. That's a name.
As you say that, the door in front of you opens slowly, and the head is just staring at you, tilted to the side. I was unaware.
Thought you knew.
Joey, can I do a history or something check? Because what is the
Religion.
fuck? What is the
Mm.
divine flight? I'm not proficient in religion, but I'm assuming cultural.
May I roll as well?
Sure.
I'll roll it anyways. Right.
The divine flight is definitely something godly in nature, Tosha. But for Lily, Jariel, what do you think she would know about that?
Flight is in relation to Dragonborn, another term for like family or descendants. And then yeah, that's kind of it. It's kind of like in opposition to what you would normally. Well, I'm saying this as a player, as opposed to a brood, which is more associated with chromatic dragons. A flight would be the more civilized and
Yeah, kind of like like your clutch mates kind of thing. sort of
right,
thing.
exactly. Without referring to it as a brood.
Yeah.
So that's really the only part of it that most people wouldn't fully understand, but everything else is number, family, divine. So
Okay.
kind of speaks for itself.
So, as that door opens up, you look through it, and you notice that inside of this room, there appears to be this very large beetle that has a purple shell across its back and eyes made out of runic origin that are looking directly towards all of you.
Don't make eye contact.
This is out of the ice, right?
This is out of the ice in the middle of the room.
Fuck.
Don't make eye contact. What is that?
I'm assuming that's the sentry or one of them.
No. We do not use bugs.
Oh, so we can kill that one. Great. And
And as you get ready to start fighting this bug, this is where we're calling the session, everybody. Next week, when you all come back, you get to fight a giant beetle.
I mean, Clover just lulled and
Yeah, I'm just gonna dispel magic.
You're going to certainly try next week.
Wait, Joey. You have to break the curse and not roll 1 on the initiative. roll the initiative this week. Come on. Be feeling lucky.
All right. All right.
Nat 20.
Hey, that's not terrible.
Yeah, it is. Anyways, we'll be back next week, everybody. See ya.